Still we see the third piece on him. Family class elimination there as well on the twins. And Storm Surge is now active for the players still above. So we can take a damage. That's a solid chunk with that common tactical shotgun. But another player begins to throw their name in the hat. Not Lupo hurts. No shield left for backup. This point in the circle where it is 60 seconds before things start to close, and I would say maybe a third of the field is still outside of the next safe zone. You're going to see a lot of players push Blue Lake. You have to realize if you're watching at home, if you're here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, competitive Fortnite is very much about late game strategy and positioning. 74 players right now remaining does not surprise us in the slightest, to be honest, especially with how much money is on the line. Arians goes down. Sorry about that one, but not enough damage dealt. You see the Storm Surge. 2 more players did get eliminated. I think he just got above down. Players began to drop. So Wakey went down to the Storm. Skype an elimination onto Astonish. We are 1 player away from the end of Storm Surge. There it is, as we just hit the threshold. So now no more panic.
¿Qué onda todos? ¿Qué onda todos, amigos? ¿Qué onda?
The next one will come into play in a couple more zones. As Keenstar right now, the double qualified player from France, currently set on up against Envy's Bucky, as they are within a couple boxes of each other.
Just see exactly where things move through here. Here, just want to hold these edits, look out. No reason to apply too much pressure just yet. He's kind of waiting to see other players that may be around him rotating away, and that's exactly the play. Bucky, by the way, a player that we've seen in competitive qualifiers. He actually spent some time talking to Hogman a lot to refine his gameplay in his drop. We've seen a big improvement since then. Big shout out to Hogman for helping Bucky out with that one. All the way here to the World
Vamos a ver, compañeros.
Will he use one of the campfires in the inventory? 25 extra health.
It depends on the play. If he's looking towards late game, he's going to try and hold on to those for a heal off potentially when that final zone starts to close. We'll have to see. A quick reminder, by the way, on the right side of your screen, a victory royale. The win is worth 10 placement points. Those are big. Top 5 is 7 points. Top 15
Espérenme un rato,
5.
amigos. Espérenme un
Top
rato.
25 is 3
Va para el
points.
streaming, va para el streaming. No tardo.
Remember, those do turn off. Skype picking shots. I believe that's on DRG, just to the south. No pressure applied there. He's trying to sneak any shot he can through. Actually, it's challenged.
Ya, compañeros.
Surprises me. Doesn't go for the build there to protect to get a better spot.
Wow, that's solid damage though.
Just go for it.
Played yesterday in the duos competition with Dubs. Dubs already dropped his game. We'll see how Mega plays this one. Gets in the opponent's box. 2 clean shots.
Buena. Acaba de matar Mega.
Near max materials.
Mega se la lleva.
As well as chug splashes. Will be sitting pretty with the inventory right there. The next zone did just pop on up, moving to kind of the eastern side of the current zone. And what we're seeing right now from Skype is Skype recognizes he's got extra materials back. So he's going to run back, build out a little bit, grab the excess materials, and continue to tunnel with these mats. He's also juggling items over as well to still have the ability to use these whenever he would like to wish to in these next zones. Here's everyone on the map. A rocket being fired to the far side. Bizzle there, still on your screen. Commandment, Epic Whale. Prisionero still boxed up in metal just outside the zone. And Stompy, who was one of the more dominant European players in the online qualifier, still in this one. But Zayd was in the lead with Sav yesterday. 5 of the 6 games, but in the end, not able to close it out. You see, just continuing to spray, is above the damage threshold. This next threshold of player stock to Lupo 50. So,
ok, amigos.
before it activates, Bizzle with elimination though.
Este pibe quedó en tercer lugar ayer, creo. Llevaba el primer, bueno, estaba en primero con su dúo, pero ahora sí la cagaron y los remontaron y quedaron como en tercero, creo. Se llevan buena pasta, 1 millón y cacho, creo. Pero Llevarse 3 millones,
Sniper
pues
rifle,
no
we
manches.
just saw it moments ago, and he'll probably go for it again. He's going to knock out a wall and immediately swap to that legendary AR to try and take shots while the wall is gone. Well, the player may not be paying attention. This is a big one right here. Immediate swap, a 69 shield pack, solid crit through the wall. They do box up, but it looks like at that moment he saw the box was being pressured from another player and decided to go for it. Keep in mind, here we go.
Keep in mind, healing for Zayt, so you can see just how cautiously he's taking these fights.
Oh, yeah.
Also today in solos, there's no longer the threat, Dr. Lupo, of the double heavy sniper. Sure, we've seen solo players try to use it to their advantage by themselves, but it just is not the same effect. Lolboom, bottom right of your screen, Zayt, top left of your screen, both the two eliminations so far, and here comes Storm Surge for players pushing on in. Not a threat for Lolboom as he's 409 above, but Karhu did just go down to that Storm Surge, so an unfortunate game for one there, and ooh, some free shockwave.
Son 6 match. Va el primer match. ¿Cuántos quedan? A ver, no sale, ¿dónde cuántos quedan? ¿Qué onda, güey?
Terrible spot to be in for Lolboom.
¿Quién ganó en dúo ayer, güey?
No eran conocidos, güey, yo no los conocía.
Bueno, pues ya se ganó.
Sí. Pero sí ganaron 2, güey, bien perrón, güey.
No, me. Llevaron sus 3 millones.
Sí.
A la verga, güey. ¿Cuántos hay en ese circulito, güey? 50 de 100, no mames, güey. Ya en el círculo ya cuando ya casi se va a mover, ¿no?
Sí. No, ya se está moviendo. Ah, no, apenas se va a mover.
¿Y es de dúo o solo?
No, solo.
Solo la verga, güey, 50.
El dúo se daba.
No mames. Pero no mames, pero imagínate, güey, cuánta gente, güey. ¿Quién está de famoso ahorita vivo?
Tifiu, no sé si Tifiu sigue vivo, güey. Pero está King, uno argentino.
One of the most consistent and winningest Fortnite pro players of all time, Dr. Lupo. When you say a veteran in Fortnite competitive, Bizzle is at the top of that list, but here's Yarkos again, now on the high ground after that first elimination down onto Aqua, looking for more right now as he's got ultimate high.
This is one of the best spots in the game right now. We'll have to see where the map is going to rotate in north-northwest, so he's going to have to make a move soon. Very
No mames, le di pause.
weapon loadout. Not a whole ton of rotation. Does have the 2 launch pads. Does have the redeploy, but those are going to leave you exposed up in the air. Little look back.
Está King, güey, con 4 kills, güey, no mames. Neta, güey, 4 kills.
Oh, yeah.
Es un niño argentino de 13 años, güey. Sí, güey.
Sí, se ve bien.
Yo creo de él porque antes jugaba con Teco.
Sí, antes, güey, hace tiempo.
Clasificó, güey.
Sí, güey. En dúo y en solo.
No sé si se lo lleva su lana.
Go the storm starting to pressure players. You're going to see a lot of launch pads and redeploys coming to play, and those community movement mechanics like launch pads placed on the ground.
A la vez se le
You can tell the
metimos.
player actually just flew right through King's box.
That could have been bad, Dr. Lupo. That could have been real bad.
No, sí se le metió uno, ah, no.
Either player will have to see here.
Como que se vio que se
Sí, güey, se vio como que se había metido.
Now, Jax, we're coming 30 seconds away from the next circle.
And Mr. Savage trying to contest
Imagínate en consola esa madre va bien puta lagueada, güey.
No, no se aguanta, güey.
the shot. Rux gives it up for the
No,
moment.
porque
So
tienen las PC mejores
game
ahí.
one right now. The
México
point
las
goes to
PC
Mr. Savage, but there's still a ton of time.
Tienen
left.
100.
On the ground right now, you've got Pika Week.
El internet del mejor, güey.
Always weak.
Sí, eso sí, están en el servidor.
Shot down Rux for the moment. He still continues to keep fight. Yarkos though looking to challenge right now.
Ese parece un chingo tibio, güey, pero no es, güey. ¿Sí o no? A ver, Yarkos. Ahí está Clitz, güey. Pero no veo Tifiu, güey. Creo que Tifiu ya murió. Sí, güey. El King, güey, no mames, güey, qué buena. Ya se chingó a 2 vatos, güey. 7 kills, güey. 7 kills. No, que lleva 7.
No mames, güey. Verga, se le cargó.
No, en nada, güey, es que se la mamó, güey. Nomás de top.
No está 25 ahí.
No, sí, top 25, güey.
3 puntos más.
¿Quién sabe si se hizo el del 15, güey? No creo, güey.
No,
No, porque que 20.
Things to watch if you're looking for players' names.
Ahora sí hizo buenos puntos decentes, güey, pero...
¿Cómo te ayuda más?
Hubiese agarrado a los 5 del top 15, güey.
Ese güey, no, lo cagó, güey, ha agarrado mejor altura.
Todos toman altura, güey, aquí, güey, ya. Porque los deleteas desde arriba. Es más fácil.
No mames, le cargó la
Madre, güey, no, güey.
Y le dio tiempo de construir.
No tenía más. No tiene nadie anda aquí. Bueno,
¿Quién es el que está arriba, güey?
Nada más quedan 2, 4, 5.
El rato es bien verga, güey, el Glimpse, güey. Es el... Bueno, pues sí.
Están sin partidos, quiere como 2. O porque la tiene porque le da huevo a ganar.
Es que luego el... Ya mataron a Clips, güey, no mames.
Claro, güey.
Sin match,
A la
güey.
verga, ese güey se cayó, no, ya le cayó.
Tampoco no tenía match, güey, yo pienso...
Ellos ya se quedan sin match, güey, como no hayan ni lootean, güey.
no hay tanta gente, no puede.
Buena, güey, Swain son unos dioses, güey, le pegan siempre crítico, güey.
Ese güey está perro.
No, ya la cagó, güey, ya la choteó. No, buena.
Verga, güey. Ese güey siento que va a ganar, güey. Ya lleva 8
Es que llevaba la esta, pero creo que no traía balas, güey. ¿Por qué no disparó?
Ese güey lleva la bomba.
Va a ganar el abajo, güey. Si la juega a Tormenta gana este, güey.
Sí, güey.
Pero no la bajo a Tormenta. No, qué buena arda, güey. ¿Ah, no le pegó? No, ya la choteó, güey. No, güey. Qué buena arda, güey. 9 kills, güey. Nada. ¿Qué onda, Wendy? ¿Qué onda, Wendy? Alto pro, güey, no mames. Y es que es el pedo, güey. Entre pro players se quedan sin match, güey, porque gastan un chingo.
Sí lo hizo bien por usar la granada a la sexta, güey.
Sí le pegó, güey, yo me di cuenta. Sí le pegó, güey, no mames. Lo dejó a 20, güey.
Le editó, el otro vato le editó para pegarle.
El otro lo podía matar, güey, porque este no vio muy bien, güey, nomás disparó como de reacción, güey.
Ahí el pin, como todos el mismo pin, pues no le puede ganar el delito, no le puede ganar la bala, güey.
Ajá, sí, güey, claro.
Pero un putero de gente van al estadio, güey.
Ya, a veces me ha pasado que me editan y me ganan la bala. O sea,
Game one victory right there. The number one thing I noticed from Puka in the
Tú
shadow,
estás en tu casita de
popping out of the shadow and immediately boxing and protecting themselves.
O que
Instead,
tú pongas el
Puka
periódico ahí, güey.
pushing forward, looking for where his
¿Qué ha
next
pasado, güey? No mames, ¿cómo más en el cubito estoy ahí?
Vamos a ver si me agarra a 720.
I don't see how.
si hubiera que se ve pilla,
Ese güey, el doctor, el del lupo, ¿no? Ellos siempre estaban comentando, ¿no?
Sí.
We're going to take a look exactly to see where
Like I predicted it.
that falls on the lead across the board right now. But a 9-point lead after game one is
No queda
absolutely.
ni uno de los
Ok,
famosillos, ¿no?
King está en segundo lugar con 10 puntos.
Now, a big talk of yesterday, EU versus
Glitch
NA.
está en 7.
Why so
Estos 19 puntos los lleva por...
NA, why so quiet? At the end of the
Oye,
day,
no hay uno de los famosillos,
of the 10 top
Digo, segundo de los...
Tifu la choteó, creo que un chingo.
No hay uno de los famosos, ahora sí. Bueno, como dicen,
Here's your
tienen
11th
estos
through
perros.
20th place right
Sí.
now. You know, Benji
Y
Fisher
ya ves que esos
on
vatos
there,
hicieron famosos por también
Evil
todo.
Mare on there as well. But a fantastic start to today, and I'm loving the energy from this crowd at the first ever
6
Fortnite
creo. O no vi, güey. No vi bien.
Millions watching online. They saw Booga take game number 1. He's down to the floor with Jordan Fisher.
Bueno, esperen, compañeros, voy a...
process going into the final moments of in-game, right? A 1v1 there at the end, you've got health advantage. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm pretty much low ground. I went 200
Ya regresé, compañeros.
I realized that I could probably make a play with the impulse, just go for it and just like get a big pump on him.
Dijo
Amazing. We
tiempos.
saw that happen in real time. An amazing clutch for an end of a first game for Bugha. Yo, Jack, Lupo, that is exactly what you want to see, is it not?
I mean, I don't think you can really ask for much more than that. A victory royale and 9 limbs. The man is so talented, has always been one of the top solo players in the North American region, and he shows it right there in game 1, and already a 9-point lead.
Let's go.
Solid stuff.
What an incredible game out of the gate already. Number 1 down. We have 5 left to go. We want to take a look and see exactly how some of those pieces played out, how everything worked, and maybe a little bit of a deep dive into how some of these players play. So we're going to throw it over to Sundown, Unreal Islands. Take a look.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And while Bugha was able to dominate the rest of the lobby, I want to take a look at one of the other most marquee and aggressive players we saw. He had the entire lobby saying, Toda salve al rey de Argentina. It is king of 9Z with an incredible 70 elimination run in 20th place. Let's take a look at some of this gameplay. So right away, you'll notice, what is he doing? He's his patented so far. Now he's sitting on the 4 elims. He's in the box fights, and he's constantly looking to pick up new targets. Replaces the wall from the side, turns around, and picks up a great elimination there onto Bucky in the rotation. But now watch on the spree he's on. 5 elims right now. Cones himself off. Look at this. The player challenges him. He's not building. He's going at him. He says, if you want to fight me, I shoot first. I am the king. Was able to go, but unfortunately gets caught there in the rotation, but still a brilliant performance.
Pues yo en común ya regresé, güey.
He's looking to challenge, he's looking to frag out with the best of the best, putting himself currently sitting in the number 2 spot. He has played so absurdly well in that first game. This is what it's all about. If you can bring your aggression, what you do in the qualifiers, and take it to this stage, and you don't have nerves. If you're like Bugha and say, I'm gonna go. If you're like King and say, you wanna edit, I'll shoot first. I'll take the 50 health on Elim there, and I will take the point
no va a regresar,
in the match. You can wait and watch me dominate. Let's get into match 2, because that first match was insane. Courage and Lupo, take it away, guys.
Sundown, thank you so much. Appreciate the quick analysis of everything that happened in the middle of that game. A lot of action here at the Fortnite World Cup solo competition. This is the last day for the entire event as well. I hope everyone has enjoyed Marshmallow's concert. We have tons of people here in the crowd. Yeah. Absolutely, it's just been ridiculous. So much fun.
My Italian family was out there, 25 people deep. They've got a full deli layout. Unfortunately, my Aunt Lorraine down in Florida, I know you're watching. Shout out, we love you, miss you. But no, they're all here for their first ever event too. It is an incredible energy in here. And you know, guys in the with the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, what a play. The lobby is ready. The players are ready.
Ya regresó, maldita pendejada.
Are you ready? Game 2 of the solos competition here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals starts right now.
After last game, I have a feeling you're going to see maybe potentially more contested drops and players vying for those points, seeing exactly what can be done.
Perdón, compañero, estaba haciendo algo que esta cosa se trabó. Pero otra vez, yo regresé. No se preocupen.
Going into game 2, yep, knowing that we still have 5 remaining, knowing that based on the leaderboards from yesterday, that 17 points at one point.
Okay, King va en segundo lugar, eso es lo bueno.
By the way, a quick note, we can see the minimap, but I think Tfue, yeah, there it is. I'm pretty sure Tfue has
sí, ojalá no lo maten, güey.
all by himself. Again,
vamos a poner
didn't want to
esto.
challenge it this time.
No one nearby at all, and also on that map, look at the 2 llamas right outside of racetrack. It looks like one player's about to go claim him. Also, Bizzle basically lands in Dusty Divot uncontested. I believe already got a llama in this one. So some great movement will be up there for them. Here again, the stats for last match. First place, the Victory Royale, 19 total points because of those 9 limbs. Sitting pretty, 5 games away from $3 million.
I have to say, I feel like after one game, seeing an average placement stat of first, that's something I would screenshot just to hold on to. Yeah, best player in the world.
Ok, a ver, aquí está el Aqua, el que ganó ayer. Aquí está Aqua, el que ganó ayer, amigos. Ok, ya se va a pelear, ya se va a pelear. No, va a ganar Aqua. Aqua tiene escopeta. El otro no tiene escopeta. No mames. Güey. Mataron a Aqua, güey. Y el Aqua tenía escopeta y le cagó 3 balas, güey. No mames. Sí, es que es una bala, güey. Sí, era pom sola, güey. Es que no mames. Sí. El otro tenía su fusil, güey. Para mis gustos, voy a ganar su fusil, güey. Sí, güey, pero es que cagó 3, güey. Sí, ah, ok. Sí, sí, sí. Pero es que yo también no sé para qué le rushó, güey. Si sabía que nomás tiene una pom, güey, una pom es una mierda, güey.
MQ and Mr. Savage not far from each other. Takamura, Clarity G also in Happy Hamlet, my least favorite drop, I'm going to be honest with you, but a lot of these players know exactly where the chests are and know exactly how to get there as fast as they can. And there are so many materials down here. This also is one of the highest chest spawn counts in the entire game. This POI is insane.
Yeah, I believe 29 possible chests or something along those lines. But as MQ says, you know what? Let me roll away for right now. Give that to Mr. Savage. Over to Snobby Shores. It's Hornet. Putting the spray down with that heavy assault rifle. Only 19 AR shots left, Dr. Lupo, so we'll have to use them wisely here. 8 players have dropped so far in the zone. More of a southwestern side zone on this one, so already some good variation between the zones in Game 1 and Game 2. Hornet will continue to move slowly but surely over to Nyx. So again, looking at the map, looks like a lot of players still outside the zone as you'd expect, but they'll begin to rotate on through as the first storm will close.
Plenty of time to make decisions. Force engagement there. The tree disappears, and that drum shotgun spewing shells out. Gonna push inside the box. Can't quite get the wall.
Bien, vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Quedan 92. No mames, güey. Es que la puede perder este vato, güey. No tiene buen loot. Ah, ok. Ok, sí, 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 está una bala, una bala, una bala. ¿Lo mata? ¿Lo mata? Oh, buena, buena. ¿A quién mató, güey? ¿No viste? Ah, ok, no, ya vi, ya vi. ¿Ah? Ah.
I mean, I love this. You'll love it. I get like 1 eliminate for every 3 games. So every time I have the option to vote on an opponent, it's fantastic.
A very important note there. Nyx had the most eliminations in the online opens at 61 during his qualifying week. That's crazy too. And Nyx from Brazil we often saw.
Okay, está Tifu, güey. Aquí está Tifu.
All they would do was kind of just stomp through their lobbies. We always talk about how insane it was. Here's the inventory for Tifu right now. 4 minis, 3 big shields,
good lord,
4 shadow bombs.
Tifu tiene buen loot, güey. Pero
a blue pump shotgun. Tifu set up for the rest of this game, nearing max materials as well. This is what happens when you give this man block all by himself.
Nobody wants to challenge here, but it's
y está solo. Sí, güey. Bueno, no. Tiene uno. Pero es que Tifu no tiene nada para... Como que para la PON, güey. Es que tiene la esta de una bala. La de infantería y eso no creo que funcione tanto. Ah, sí. Ok, aquí está Mr. Savage. Vamos a ver qué hace Mr. Savage. Mr. Savage mejor se pira. Sí, güey, tiene buen loot, güey. Pero mejor se va a pirar, güey. Es que tiene 2. Y allá tiene otro, güey, aquí. Ahorita viene por fábricas. Sí.
Here is Tifu, the player just in front.
Okay.
Looks like a fight he's potentially looking to take. Not sure exactly what the health is of the opponent. Just ahead.
Tifu no lleva ningún punto, ¿verdad? Creo. Gracias por hacer viewers, amigos. Le agradece. ¿No va trabado, Ari? No, ¿verdad? Es que le subí la calidad a... Iba a poner a 20 megas, güey. Y se me trabó por eso. ¿Ah? Ya.
That was kind of greedy from Tfue. He has a ton of materials. I think he didn't expect his opponent to challenge and go for a shot, but because he tries to save a couple walls of wood, has to pop one of those big shields. And Kluja says, you know what? I'm out of here, and the zone's already there, so Tfue is a long trek ahead of him.
No mami.
Might have to decide if he's going to use a launch pad here. Probably not, as he does have the slipstreams down below, but still will take some damage from the storm.
If there is a rift spawn
Okay,
up,
Tfue.
he can take the zip across, jump off midway through, and go down and grab it. We'll see.
Bueno, no hay nadie, no hay nadie.
To start off this game in 90th
Sí, va Gucci,
our
güey.
game one winner out early on, which
Okay.
means that that 9-point lead will surely be cut down as this one goes on. Quick thing I want to remind everyone.
Ahora no maten, güey, a Tfue. Yo le voy a Tfue, güey. Bueno, primero le voy a Kings, pero si no, que gane Tfue. Que no hay ningún boloncho, güey. Se está bajando mucha vida. Y que tiene, no, tiene saltadera, güey, pero no la quiero ocupar, güey. Shadow, güey, es que... Sí, y ya luego que se vaya caminando. Ok, aquí está Kingstar, güey. Tiene años que no veo Kingstar. Sí, es buenardo, güey.
Stuck in a little stalemate. He's going to hold that side, look for the shot. Can't quite find it. Player backs out of that. Not fast enough to get
Mr. Savage goes down to Mega.
¿Quién está peleando?
Eliminated early in this game too. World Cup solos.
¿En verdad?
Start holding this
No,
game
man.
yet again. Just trying to wait and watch to see if
Mega,
spot this
no.
player make a move. This might be a
Ok, esa la tiene de ganar
kind of baiting the ultimate high ground.
Kingstar. Porque tiene más vida, pero es que estos güeyes no cagan ninguna bala. Es el pedo. Ok. Sí. Ok, ya le pegó uno de 70, güey. Buena, cabrón. No, güey. Es que va a hacer un doble disc y no sabías ni dónde estaba. Ok. Está 50-50, güey, yo. No, güey, Kingstar tiene un chingo de vida, güey. Tenía minis, güey, creo que nomás le había bajado la chill.
Oh my gosh.
Almost going down there, no shield remaining, a back and forth between these two
Wait.
titles of Fortnite. And
Buena, güey.
is Kingstar finding the lead for Shotty there, and Twins eliminated.
No lo sé, güey. Pensó que ya no tenía vida, güey.
Where this next zone is. Spoke to production, we'll bring that back in for you all to see just how
Mames, esos están bien pasados, güey.
zone number 2 will be for everyone on this map.
Actually, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because they have a long run ahead. Look at that.
All
A
the
third
way
of
to
the
the
zone
south side.
off the map.
Ok.
Not only are you forced all the way to the bottom of the map,
Es por los 5 viewers, amigos. Zarpado, sí, güey, zarpado.
players going to get compressed together. I would expect going into circle 3 or 4, you're going to see a very low player count in comparison to last game. We're already down to 75, and Storm Surge now getting to kick in. You have 5 players that need to go down before damage starts to go out to those that have not dealt enough of it. Yep. Multiple players bunkering up here at Happy Hamlet. Not a whole lot of real estate left. Shots going out there. You heard that minigun. One of the very good weapon for applying pressure to structures, especially when you see players are taking shots at the same time.
Ok, ahorita no veo quién está peleando, pero ellos se van a dar en la madre chido. Ok, no, ya ganó el otro. No mames, güey. Los dos estuvieron bien caramelo. Ah, ok, le bajó 20, ¿no? Sí, güey, qué mierda.
His opponent can't win the fight as he's rewarded. Nakamura on your screen, 179 total HP, and that's a tough.
Uy, voy a delay como de 3 segundos. Nunca me había pasado eso.
For only 21, or do you hope maybe 179 health is enough for the next fight? It's a double-edged sword, a tough decision to make. Storm Surge still active. 4 more players need to go down before it ends.
Trying to get the wall there, can't quite find it. Quick edit up and out. Make the
Sí.
rotation away.
Ese vato es bien pro, ¿no?
This is just an opportunity.
Lo que yo he visto es bien pro ese vato.
See if the player inside is gonna head out.
No, amigo, qué mal.
Might cost him. Pressure being
Se pegó en el árbol, güey.
Not over quite yet. Combat shotgun from above right here will be very effective. The spread from a top-down position like this is like a guaranteed crit. Here we go.
Okay. No mames, es que los dos quieren huir, güey.
Player's gonna have to go for it very soon. Here we go. Another shockwave to push away. Storm Surge is active. He's way above, and those bandages are going to be key to survival. We'll see. I guess the swap in position. But she took the high ground temporarily here.
They're at a point now where they basically just one of them needs to get in a fight. One of them needs to win this fight if they want to survive for the 50 extra health.
No, güey.
She's slowly taking this damage. 2 ticks.
Es que siento que ocupó malas granadas, ¿no?
Dr. Lupo now down to just
Sí.
12 HP.
Tuvo que mejor irse, güey. La tormenta estaba al lado, güey.
Shotgun to the dome, and you
No, ese güey no.
using 4 bandages, the 50 health puts him back up to 100. It should be enough to move on in. Storm Surge now over as well, and the next zone just popped up, and it's even more southwest. Tifu still alive in this game.
Okay,
So far, 0
sí, la jugó
eliminations.
muy mal,
Still
güey.
with this
Bueno, Tifu sigue vivo.
I just want to
Sí.
say that the bait outside in the storm, forcing your opponent to take damage, knowing that they're not healing through their own HP, basically a way of weakening them, and then you choose the time to engage, means you don't even have to be as active as before. Got a shotgun. Tifu take a couple shots, and that player on rotation with the Shadow Bomb. A little more difficult to see them since they're basically invisible. They are a shadow.
Yeah.
Is that why they call it a Shadow Bomb?
Not entirely sure yet, as I'm still figuring that out. Tifu not safe in the next zone.
Gracias por los 4 viewers míos.
He's going to try to use whatever his opponent places down right here.
Ok. Ok.
Put down that launch pad. Here we go.
Buena.
For a second, he might go for the right. Chooses not to, flying past multiple players in.
Vamos, Tifu. Atrás, voltea. Muévete atrás, compadre.
Have the box up for just a second. There it is. Shadow Bomb and door edit. Making a move on the outside. He is in the shadow form still, and you can keep this by jumping against the wall.
That was not a good shadow.
Qué mierda, güey. No, bro.
Down to 55 HP. Tifu, the
Qué
edit from the
mierda.
outside, and he is eliminated.
Le mató King, güey. Neta, güey. Es que le salió muy mal, güey, a Tifu, güey. Quería subirse y se trabó, güey. No mames, güey.
Almost max builds as well. Tifu, a very quiet start to today's World Cup competition.
Here's that elimination on Tifu. Shot from above. Look at the shield damage.
Buena.
Big hit from the outside. Using the heavy snipe to take that wall.
Sí, a mí también me cae muy bien Tifu, güey, pero King, güey. También King, güey.
More aggressive players we've seen.
El King lleva buenas kills, güey, pinche.
Oh my gosh, this is back down
Pinche
at
King.
right on the edge. So many players on the east side of the safe zone, and this is a far southwest. Remember, about a third of it is in the water right now. Nobody's on the island, the outside. We're going to see where this goes next. There
Okay.
it is, focused just to the west.
Creo lo deletió el otro.
Right there. But look at how many players are stacked on the right side of that zone. So if you're currently in this next zone, on that north or east side, you can put a ton of damage downrange as everyone has to move right at you. You see Karu does go down to Diego GB in your elimination feed. Drop coming on through. Crew boxed up, Creo boxed up. Rux under 100 health, has to play this one safely, but they are so far on the east side of the zone. The Storm is going to move quite quick, Ben. They've got to be ready for it. There's already the first shockwave used. Rux trying to shoot the
El Tifu. Sí, güey.
Class so far away. Will use the launch pad and just begin to move towards this circle.
No lo vio, güey.
Placement and eliminations.
Mierda, güey.
King maybe taking an opportunity to push into the first place position on the leaderboards, especially with Bugha going down so early
Sí, es King.
in this game, 90th place.
I love this outfit from Rux right now.
He's a dinosaur.
Rux is, no, I'm talking about his real life out.
He's a dinosaur.
He's set up to play in the Fortnite World Cup at 1, and then he's got a dinner date at 7:30. So good for him.
Listen, class is everything, Jack.
I mean, the guy looks great. I'm going to give a shout out for that. Best dressed, 2 extra points. A Fortnite World Cup champion.
Este vato está más jodido, güey. No, güey, le pegan 2 balas, lo tumban. No, bro. No. Ya no lo van a dejar, güey. Ya saben que está una bala.
That I would panic a little more about.
When you have no movement.
Ahí está Reverse.
Literally exactly what I just spoke about. King on your stream, but also someone we haven't spoken a lot about, Reverse 2K.
Reverse 2K.
With Ninja, able to qualify together for this competition, but did make it into solos, and now
King, veo que el arma más solitario que en dúo, ¿eh? ¿Tú qué opinas? Sí, ¿no? Se le hace más fácil. Ayer, güey. Oh, qué deleteadota, güey, no mames. Y otra 4 kills, qué pedo con este vato, güey, no mames.
King, 7 eliminations in game 1.
No, King hoy se lleva dinero, güey, pero para regalar, güey. En las 2 partidas la está haciendo muy bien.
It is as far west as possible, and look at those arrows frantically moving on over as everyone knows prime real estate is available. This is one of the most insane zones I've seen. Look at, no one's in it. No one's in it.
Quick couple notes about King.
Ok, está abajo Clint. King está enfrente. Vivi pues está la chingada.
Wait, King is 13?
He is indeed.
No, es que King es buenardo, güey. Ok, se va a llevar esa escopeta.
Ridiculous to think about. Cosmic on the height. Vivid is still alive in this game.
Faltan 40.
Still alive in this game. Dragon's still alive in this game. What does King use here? Looks like really good. Place the launch pad and what you
Solo tiene un mini, güey. Pero tiene balas para regalar, demasiadas balas. No, Mats no tiene, güey. Nomás tiene 500.
I mean, I think I would have bought like a Razor scooter when I was that age. Probably. And enough ice cream to, well, don't really know where I was going with that.
Pero, bueno, tiene una granada para rotar, güey. Ese le va a ayudar mucho. Buena, buena. Buenarda, bro, buenarda.
Like this repositioning, he doesn't want to remain in the same elevation. Floors now. Needs to take a drop there. Yarkos gets beamed from the side. Limited by Scalar. Arkram in the feed, pick it up, and Elam on Bella EU.
Okay, está Dubs, güey.
Multiple players still in this game on your screen. Clicks taking out Cease in the feed.
29 players left is the big thing to note. 4 more from placement points, which if you make it the top 25, instantly 3 points earned. That is on the mind of every player still remaining, and the zone's still moving west now.
Shots through. Minigun, a quick swap there, picks the shotty back up. Interesting little play on the fly there from Zell. Trying to do just enough damage to the wall. Here we go. Shockwave. Gonna look for optimal placement. Maybe a little bit of time to disrupt.
Lo está haciendo de Rúcula King. La puede ganar. Sí, la puede ganar, la puede ganar. Ya lleva otra. No, sale, compadre. Sal. Ay, güey. Es que se bajó como 40 de vida ahí adentro, güey. Ahí quédate, compadre. Uy, bueno.
Yeah, King was already surging towards the top of our leaderboards. Now could very well be after this game. King spraying on through with the submachine gun. Players moving as fast as they can over this mountain. The left side of your screen, now the full screen. Emku still moving through. Look at how fast he can tunnel. Benji Fishy still alive in this
Ok, gracias por los 5 viewers, amigos, agradece demasiado.
Down the hill we go. Rogue Shark on height right now, but
los hacen bien sabrosos, ¿verdad? Sí, los hacen sabrosísimos, güey.
15 HP, under 10, no, still.
Ok.
17 HP.
¿Ya lo mataron? Es una bala, no. Pero veo que quieren mucho a King, Como que cuando lo matan, así, no, así. Cuando lo mata también le aplauden.
Still in a baller at the bottom.
Top 15.
Stars sitting on 2 eliminations in this. The entire
Cinco.
field is the bottom of your screen on the
Cinco.
left. Road Shark remaining up top, forced into
Sí,
the
sí,
drop.
sí, es que lleva muy bien, güey, pero es que si hubiese quedado en top más bajo, güey, creo que quedaría en primero. Porque las kills que das sí son muchas, güey. Sí, pero es que lo terminan matando, güey, qué mierda. Ahí está Vivid. Güey, qué mierda de loot lleva, güey. 15 balas de M4, bueno, de Scar. Creo que sí. Fue reemplazo, ¿no? Gracias por los 5 viewers, amigos, agradecidos de momento. Güey, nomás tiene 15 balas, güey. ¿Qué va a poder hacer con 15 balas si tiene táctica? No. Sí, sí, sí. Buena, buena. Es que tienes bien poquitas balas, amigo. Ya le quitaron el high ground. Buena, buena. No. Shit. Ok, esa Isa, güey. Isa no lo vi ayer. Isa ayer no clasificó. Ah, ok. Oh, amigo, Isa, pégate, pégate. Ay, güey, no, la tiene jodidísima, bro. No, bro. La puede ganar Dubs, güey.
The ultimate high ground, the crowd cheering behind him, looking to see if he can capitalize on
Sí, qué pedo, güey. Eso sí se la mejor chido. Sí, la ganó. No. Ah, okay. No tiene escopeta, güey, pero es que con esa arma es muy fácil dar las balas, güey. Y ellos siguen siendo de PC, güey, tienen mucho aim. No, bro. No. No tenía match, güey. Y se le olvidó lo de la tormenta y no avanzó, güey. Ok, GG para el que la ganó. GG. Sí, güey, la cagó fuerte, güey. Sí. Uy, aquí había saltadera. Qué mierda, güey. Es que el otro estaba una bala, güey. Y el Dubs llevaba 100 de vida, güey. 100 de vida, güey.
Single elimination, 11 points for Skype. Gonna be great for the leaderboard. We'll have to see exactly where they end up. But a big, just honestly, a maximum effort from
Gracias por los 5 viewers, amigos.
to try and stay inside. Absolutely incredible. Here's your
Ok, King sigue teniendo su puesto de segundo lugar, güey. Qué poca broma. Ajá. Güey, King lleva 12 kills, güey. Es el que lleva más kills, güey. Pero es el que está agarrando menos puntos de posición, güey. Pero si se va así y en esta agarra posición, güey, queda en primer lugar, güey. Es que King es una bestia, güey. Siento que se lleva los 3 millones, güey, si sigue así. Si sigue así, se lleva los 3 millones el vato. Yo apoyo a King.
Within arm's reach. Our top 20 absolutely there as well. This is still anybody's game.
Saying the spread between first and 20th still very, very close. Anybody can climb all the way to the top in an instant, as we've seen countless times in the 10 weeks of qualifying all the way to here. New York City for the Fortnite World Cup, and this is the final day. Jack, today we give away 15
million. El tío es que Tiffy la está cagando fuerte. Diciendo que Tiffy también tiene buen level.
Games 1 and 2, fantastic. So much happened, even more than we could probably even take in, and that's why we've got great people like Balla to help us out.
Thank you so much, Courage. Yes, I'm here. We have a ton of awesome plays, a lot of action unfolding in that game. I'm going to help break it down. We're going to hop in with King,
who got so many eliminations this game, no placement points. But if you recall, the beginning of this, nice tags here, gets the player.
Ok, vamos, estamos viendo a King. Este King es muy agresivo. Ok.
In the second zone, the zone is about to start coming in. He has no fear, the aggressiveness of the player.
¿Qué pedo, güey? No mames, que una bestia, güey, no. ¿Viste cómo lo tapó el otro? Y aquí mata a Tiffy, güey. Es que le pegó uno de 70 y uno de 47, güey. Aquí King, güey, se va a volver bien famoso, güey. Y tiene YouTube. YouTube sí tiene nomás, tiene 6000 y cacho sub. Sí, subió una 1v con su dúo. Verga, se le coló bien feo, hasta se asustó, ¿viste? No sé, pero se asustó el Geek. He's taken out clicks. These are some of the best box fighters in the world. But now, King, amigos, dejen su like
I'm here at the Fortnite World Cup. I am one of the best
para que me recomiende más YouTube.
So guys, that's King. The story so far, he's climbing the ranks. He's inching ever so closer to Booga. Gentlemen,
para que recomiende este directo a YouTube y venga más tipos.
Fantastic breakdown of how King has made it up to our second place spot so far. We were only a third of the way through today's competition.
Faltan 4 matches.
Fortnite World Champion. Thoughts after games 1 and 2?
I'd love to see the aggressive gameplay from King and others. Those kind of plays you don't often see in the Fortnite World Cup or really any competitive play. A lot of players are waiting for those opportunities to maybe get shots on players that are moving, that kind of thing. It's been great to see, and obviously a crowd favorite here, as we've heard people erupt every time he pushes into another box. What about you, thus far?
Crazy action. I'm really interested to see how these different landings continue. We've already seen games 1 to game 2, people switch up their spots, land at different areas, and sometimes it's come back to bite them. All I know is, though, that's what it is for us two for right now. We'll be back later today, but down on the floor we have Zeke with some more information on our players.
Thank you so much, Lupo Courage. Man, what an insane first 2 games here on the first day, or the final day of Solos competition. Booga with insane shockwave play to give him the high ground. And then here, Sky, his positioning on point, which gave him the win over Dubs. I mean, you guys, and of course, the Marshmallow performance. If you guys are here, what have you enjoyed the day so far? What do you think? Some of you are still sleeping. Guys, what do you think? This is it, the final day!
¿Qué onda?
There it is. You're awake, I appreciate that. Now, of course, guys, we've been getting through this Fortnite action all weekend long. But don't forget, we actually had happening earlier on Friday. If you remember, there was a certain team captain with a great crew. They won, and they became the first
¿Qué onda?
World Cup creative champion.
¿Qué onda, Brian? Ya tiene rato que no venía.
Led by team leader CeRaX. Now, we probably should go ahead and check up on him, see how things are going for him. So let's go ahead and do that.
¿Tú arreglas la mía, no? Gracias.
Yeah.
Ahí está Scissors. Ah, eso fue lo de ayer.
It's
kind of awesome considering I'm in creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome. I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.
You can tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need 1 coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
There it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger.
You realize that that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million. It's unreal.
Like, if you want to practice with death runs, you need to like do it slow. Don't go in blindly, like try and like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today, will you continue to go and play creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I would probably
Eso se puso bueno también la recreativo.
maybe like some investments.
He's 18, and he just won $336,000. What are you going to do with the prize?
Rent? Rent. Yeah, I think rent. I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to save my money.
I am going to be responsible and probably just invest most of it and try and get even more money back.
All right, guys, congratulations again. Absolutely outstanding job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see what the future of Creative Fortnite looks like.
Once again, massive props to Scissors and the Fish Fam. They worked as a unit, and that's what got them the dub in the end. The grandfather of Creative shows up huge here on this stage. Now, of course, guys, we know you want to get back into games. I want to get back into games too, but first, let's just make sure they give a little bit of a break to the players. We'll hop back in as soon as we can. Now, I did talk about Creative a little bit. Don't forget, we also had that celebrity pro-am. Players and people from different walks of life all came together to take part on this stage and play for charity. Now, of course, we had Ninja and Marshmallow, your 2018 Pro-Am defending champions that faced off against Airwalks and RL Grime, your Summer Block Party Pro-Am champions. And the winners in the end were actually Grimes and Airwax. They are two-time Pro-Am champions. So let's
se nos lía, sí, se nos lía, ya se nos lió. La única opción, ¿sabes cuál es? Llevar la consola para allá, güey. Y dejársela. Y sí, y aquí ya nos quedamos tú y yo. Si no, a ver, el temario. Y ellos, sabes que nomás con el videojuego se quedan ahí bien clavados, güey.
How did you change your playstyle from last Pro-Am to this Pro-Am?
I think we learned a lot from the last one. Just that you focus on late game a little bit, and I just sort of let him lead the way and made it happen.
Ese vato de Solari también la arma bien sabroso, güey.
World Cup duo winner.
It's amazing. I'm actually going to come tomorrow and sit in the stands and cheer for my man Airwalks, yeah.
Maybe make an Airwalks sign and wave it in the air?
Maybe a 98 bot sign. I'll hold it up.
Good luck on the event tomorrow. Congratulations.
Y él le dice, tú easy, Ninja, Tifu, Mongrel, tú easy, todo, ¿no? Gracias por los 5 viewers, amigos. Y ya te estás comiendo tu plátano,
¿Tu banana?
Man, Grimes and Airwax coming in clutch. Very happy for those two, but I'm actually happy for this guy right here. This is one half of your
Este pibe cuando lo vi la primera vez parecía mujer, güey. Y es que sí, tiene la cara muy finita, güey.
I need you guys to make some noise right here, right now. Show him that you love him. How does that make you feel? You got all these crowds.
That's great. Feels amazing.
There you go. Now, Nyrox, let's chat a little bit, right? Because you played yesterday, like I talked about, in the duo competition. Your partner, Aqua, is actually playing today in the solo competition. So what advice did you give him heading into these games?
I told him earlier this morning that he should stick with the plan we had yesterday. And even if he has a bad start, he can still make a comeback like we did. And he can still take the trophy home.
That's pretty good advice, pretty good advice. Now, you're already a world champion. You've got the title. So how does it feel now that you've got this title, you're here, you get to experience this and watch the solo competition, you know, how are you feeling after all that?
I mean, it feels amazing winning the duo, even though I want to compete in solo as well. But hopefully this gives me confidence in solos, which makes me do better in solo next tournament.
Okay, one final question for you. This morning, you know, obviously yesterday was a huge day. You had a night to kind of sleep on it, and then you woke up the next morning. Did it sink in? You know, how did you feel the next morning? You're like, I'm a world champion.
It feels surreal. It doesn't really feel like I've won anything, because it was so big. It was almost too big to...
No sé ni qué está diciendo este pibe.
It feels amazing.
Well, again, massive.
Solo está diciendo que qué chido por ganar ayer. Qué amazing.
Thank you again, Nyrox. Appreciate your time. Now, there's actually another player we want to talk about real quick, and that is Skite. He just won this second game, so let's see what he's got to say.
I'm Skite from Lustream. I'm French, coming from Paris. I've been
Skite.
preparing the finals by playing customs and playing every day with friends or mates. It was hard in the beginning because my wrist was a little bit broken, so I just wait and then I qualified for the boss in the last 2 weeks. I definitely want to thank my team because
¿Quién sabe dónde están? Yo los había dejado por aquí.
in here we are more aggressive.
Yo siempre los tiro.
Me falta el 2 para hacer del 1 hasta
We
el
try
30.
to play
¿Sí?
a little bit safe. I think maybe Zayt is really good.
Está diciendo que se suscriban a mi canal y que también el del Erfan y que somos los más pros de Fortnite y que nosotros aprendimos viendo nuestros videos. No sé, ahí dice. Yo no sé. Es lo que dijo.
There you go. There you have it. I mean, this guy is amazing. I'm a big fan. Sky, you know this. I'm a huge fan. Now, guys, there's so many players. There's 100 here that I wish we could spend so much time talking to every single one individually. But let's actually dive into
Yo creo que empieza el otro match.
And that's Mr. Vivid, you know, Mr. Clutch Man himself. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him there. But don't worry, he's going to bring some more heat. We actually had time to spend with him and his hometown, learn more about him. So let's watch this together.
Ok, aquí está Vivi.
Rosales contra azules.
¿No saben quién iba ganando?
No, Rosales contra verde.
I live in South Jersey in a small town. Population of under 1,000. You see a couple of cars pass by your house.
Sidra.
It's quiet.
Es Sidra con 100.
Here, I play Fortnite at the highest level.
Ya lo tienes bien rackeado, ¿verdad?
No es mío. Sí es mío, pero así me lo dieron.
Ah, ok.
My name is Noah Wright, also known as Vivid.
Buena. Esos pillos son bien
Ya
locos.
tengo una esfera.
¿Sí?
Sí. Pero se me olvidó traerla.
What makes me a successful player is probably all the hours that I put into it.
La esfera del 10.
It's kind of crazy, but I'll keep myself in good shape.
¿Qué andas haciendo ahí?
I will do a workout routine, 20 minutes on the exercise bike, 15 minutes of stretching, and then back to playing Fortnite.
What's hitting you, bud? What's hitting you?
Just having fun.
No, sí estaban.
Ah, estaba partiendo. ¿Ya terminaste eso?
No.
¿Qué están partiendo?
I live with my dad. We've always been really close. All he ever wants to do is fish. He takes care of everything around the house. It makes everything really convenient in terms of, playing games and just being able to focus on that.
Our schedules work pretty well. When I get done work, he's usually up gaming, so we do spend a little bit of time talking and going through the day's activities. No and I
Gracias por los 6 viewers, amigos.
very much getting through the difficult time.
When I was 10, my mom passed away. She passed away to a cancer called small cell carcinoma. It definitely made me mature a lot. Made me realize how much my mom actually did for me.
Noah's mom had
Los tendrá mi mamá, güey, allá adentro.
she set the ground rules, make sure the grades were all straight A's, and he could go into gaming.
I credit a lot of my success to her.
Ah, estaban unos ahí, güey. En el de esa cosa, pero yo no creo. No se ven. Yo los metí unos ahí en el de esa chiquitita.
Knowing that I'm successful at doing what I love to do,
Bueno.
that would just make her really happy.
Ready?
Yeah. Fortnite granted me with a decent amount of money. I can help my dad out now. So I got on the boat.
He presented it to me for being a great father, bringing him up since their mother passed away.
I actually haven't been on the boat yet. So this weekend I'm gonna go on the boat for the first time.
Getting him on the boat and back on the water again, one of my ultimate dreams.
Looks nice.
What do you think Mom would say?
Should like it.
I love it.
Vivid. La Maco. ¿De quién es la vida? Es la vida de Vivid.
I want to thank you for this and everything. You made me happy.
¿Cómo es? Igual como la voz. Ya tienes tu skin del pescadito, se ve chido, va ese skin de la voz.
Tiene como 2 días. No, 3 días. Sí.
Es exclusiva, güey, ya no va a salir, va. Pues se ve chido el color, güey, la neta. Ya lo he visto, negrito con esa madre en los brazos del tatuado.
¿Y no va a salir esa?
No, pues no has visto que... ¿Ya viste? ¿A poco es cierto del pase de batalla que salió la cacho del zombie de la Renegade? La renegada. ¿No has visto las imágenes?
No, güey.
¿En Twitter? En el grupo, hazte cuenta que sale la F y sale la cara de la zombie. Y la otra de la O.
Renegada.
De la renegada. Pero no, la otra, ¿cómo se llama la de gorritos en la negrita?
Ah, la... ¿Cómo se llama? La expert... No. Expert. ¿Cómo se llama?
Pero es igual se llama renegada, güey. No creo. No, pues salió un tweet de que lo exclusivo algo no
Sí, eso yo también lo vi, güey, que decían que el exclusivo no, ya ni iba a existir, güey. Bueno, las únicas exclusivas... A ver, Ajá, la renegada no va a salir porque es del pase 1.
Un chingo lo han puesto.
Mira, ese pibe cómo la lía,
Sale la zombie, güey, la mitad de su cara y la otra, güey, de la vida.
Ese vato cómo le toca. Ese DJ.
No, porque es exclusiva, güey. No, por eso.
Güey, ya va a salir. ¿Y qué se le va a quitar? Ya se le va a quitar lo exclusivo, güey. Y la verdad.
Nunca he visto a alguien que juega.
Pero vale 800, ¿no? Ah, no, prefiero la zombie, güey. Sí.
Bueno, ya todos con zombies, ¿sí? Caramelito con zombies.
Yo digo que a la zombie le van a hacer igual que a la Skull Trooper, güey. Le van a cambiar de color a un exclusivo. Sí, igual que la otra.
Sí, yo vi que esta más se ve real. Sí, veo que un chingo.
Ok, a ver. De 2 a 5 son 7 puntos. De 6 a 15 son 5. Y de 16 a 25 son 3 puntos. La victoria vale 10, güey. Es que la victoria aquí es como que lo mejor, güey, que pueda haber. Y cada eliminación es una aquí.
El otro hizo 8 más 10, 18 puntos.
El argentino va en 2, güey, en top 2. Nomás por un punto, güey. Ese vato se hace siempre 5 kills, güey.
No mames.
Se mató a tipo. Güey, aquí lo mejor, güey, nomás por clasificar ya te están dando 50. Y ya si tú eres muy bueno, güey, ya puedes ganar aquí, güey. Pero no mames, chequen el dinero que están dando. Solo por ir, güey, no manches.
That is crazy. That's a lot of money.
You know, yesterday the duos had to split it. Today, it all goes to you, right? It's just a solo competitor. So, and everyone here is a winner. We're here to celebrate every single player.
El King es alto crack, sí, güey, tú meme. Es alto crack el King. Ay, ya le quité el oculto al Nisa. Ya se lo quité el oculto, lo hice desde la PC como tú me dijiste. Nada más tengo 2 ocultados.
performed very well, right? You're Booga, who had a monumental game one, and then you also had Skype, who was able to just outlive everyone
Ok, ahí ven. Ese vato, el primero no lo conozco.
still holds first place, but by
Ok, Buga no lo conozco, pero King ya es el argentino de este NMZ.
is looking to contend that, and
Se garchó al Tfue como si nada. Sí, güey, sí se lo garchó. Más porque es que Tfue también se distrajo mucho, güey. Ok, Benji va en el top noveno. Ok, Mega, Isa.
Yeah, it's only 2 games in. Games 3 and 4 are going to be just as important. Players
Peter Pan.
if they want to get within the
Buena,
top
güey.
20
Sí, pero sí se lo garchó bien chido, güey.
on the line. There you see Booga, who's getting ready, getting pumped up. Everyone is so hyped up here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Ok, ahí está King.
I don't even know what to expect, man. Game 3, like, what are we even going to get?
King es alto Ricardo, güey. Es alto pro. Es buenardo, sí, es buenardo.
Was the South American aggression, the OCE aggression, but this time it's South America that's showing up, Monster.
And not to bring it up, but you know, you saw exactly what happened when King walked into Tfue. He just saw him trying to shadow bomb peacefully to the zone. They were not safe, by the way. They still had to make it through to Happy Hamlin, but King said, you know what, I'm going to pause right here, and I'm going to take this fight. And that is how the Brazilian region does.
Yeah, that's how they do it, man. They just want to take the fight. They want to go right at your face. They don't care who you are. Listen, you can have millions of subscribers.
Mira, ¿cómo agarra el...
Twitch Prime subs. You can have all the fame and the fortune.
¿Cómo agarra el teclado?
Everyone that's in that game, they're all equal. There is no upper hand depending on how popular you are, and you shouldn't be treated that way either.
Ok, Tfue creo que no lleva ningún punto, güey.
That's what it's going to take to walk out of New York City.
Se tiene que sacar la polla. Ese es Benji, ¿no? Repiola.
Take a look there, Benji Fishy.
Se ve que repiola, güey.
Yeah, good to see him smiling. You know, we were there in the warm-up games. He's a little timid. Benji, loosen up, buddy. There goes
Ah, sí, cierto, dice Savage.
And the rest of our competitors.
Savage.
Kinstar, Vivid, of course. This is a big moment for everyone
Yo siento que el Benji y el Savage hacen equipo. Le digo, compadre, ¿dónde estás? Para que te vayas a ayudar, que veo que estás en una vida. Estás un balazo, güey. Y que lo vas a matar y dice, no, espérate, soy yo, ah, bueno. Y dice, Pires. No sé, güey, está chido, está chido. Ok, 3, 2, 1, go. Ahí está King. Pinche King, güey. Pinche Tfue, sácate la polla, me caes re bien.
Just to give you guys a little context on the bus here, this is a bus coming from the south to the north side, so all of your competitors are going to get, yes, a fair split at the map here, and that's exactly what you like to see. You want everyone to have a fair shot at the map. So let's go and see Skype is looking to land here. We saw Skype win that last game.
Yep.
It's just outside of Pleasant Park. He's probably playing for some ballers here in our top 10 over on the left-hand side here, Golden Boy. Booga, King, Commandment, Psalm, one of our competitive veterans doing so great right here. Even with that one win though, Sky is still in 6th place.
Yeah, it's wild to think about that. That's what it took for him to be able to climb up into the top 10. Only 2 eliminations to his name, currently standing. But we're gonna keep eyes for the time being here as we head on over to Junk Junction. There's a hot spot there as well.
We have talked to some players about landing for hotspots.
I actually just got word from production in the back. King has been eliminated off spawn.
Wow, that's huge. That's going to be a real big setback. We've seen players like Zayt and
Ok, ya está empezando, amigos. Ey, ya está una bala, es que es una... Ok, Mega está abajo. Ok, ¿ya murieron? Se hizo un golpazo, güey.
You have 3 more games remaining. You just got to shake that one off.
Okay.
We're checking out the action at hand here.
Buena. Buena.
Hey, that's going to be an elimination on to Fledermoys. Well done. Number 1 on the board.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't trust myself with that Magnum, but he gets right up on him and hits him in the chest. Here now with Crew.
That was the shot. Oh, Crew, no chill. Right on the sky platform, too.
That was how King was taken out. Couldn't even land safely. Got pinched right out the sky. That's rough.
Because there's nothing you can do. You're in a glider state. You're just floating down. You're hoping that no one's looking right at you. The players at this point, they're going to go for those shots, those open opportunities. Then you got Tuzi, who had just picked up an elimination earlier on. The circle is going to be over in the ice biome.
Ok, Mega y esa. Ok, Tfue siempre cae aquí, ese lugar creo. Pero es que no mames.
They're going to have to worry about moving on over to the safe zone. Now we're going to be looking at a crowd favorite here. We got Tfue.
Yeah,
Tfue had the best run so far.
He's been playing the blocks. He's been getting out of the block successfully. It's actually Clipnode who's been.
Yo sé que Tfue, güey, la puede armar, güey. Ese vato tiene nivel de su puta cola, güey. Pero es que, qué rabia, güey. Ok, está Clipnode, güey. Otro argentino, ¿no?
You know, shout out to Clip. He actually changed his strategy.
Clip went for a shot there.
Yeah, but Clipnode stopped pushing though. He's not using the same strategy. He's actually adopted so far.
Ok, ese se va a poner súper tryhard.
Clipnode ended up getting everything that he needed and then disengaged out of the block, whereas Tfue took a little bit more time to loot up, get as much as he possibly can. Clipnode from the Brazilian region here. It's a possibility that he can take him out, but it's going to be very challenging.
And maybe it was just the difference in loadout. Maybe before he didn't have exactly what he needed. Now we can kind of peek into his loadout here.
Si no recuerdo, ese es argentino, ¿verdad?
Everything he needs to stick around and take this battle, and that's why you see him playing with.
Ok, es que ay, no sé, güey.
This could just be his game.
And it was also admirable of qualified week 9, last chance to do so. Argentinian.
Ya mataron a King, ¿en verdad?
Then you got Takamura now.
Ya mataron a King.
Player right in front of him. Happy Hamlet is where this fight's going to be taking
No
place.
puede ser, güey. ¿Cómo mataron a King? Le van a quitar su puesto.
Had high ground there for a moment. Thought he could have pulled that one off. Mr. Savage has eyes on Clarity G. Does put the pressure on him. Now Clarity's going to have to deal with a player that's behind and in front of him. So just shadow bombs on out of there. He's going to have another one to use as well in case he needs to pop it, but it doesn't seem like anyone's going to be paying any attention to him for right now.
There's over 6 players landing at Happy Hamlet, but we're jumping right into
Ok, ese es de mando, porque la forma de agarrar, la forma de sus manos.
that he is here to bring the heat. Early on in our competitive days, Unknown Army was known. Take over, Golden.
This is it, man. Unknown Army, one of our first controller players. Actually, he was our first controller player to qualify for the Fortnite World Cup. Perhaps this is going to be the opportunity that he was looking for, Monster. Put himself on this stage. Get a big opportunity. Things have slowed down here for a moment. He's looking to overtake that roof. He can get it. He can get possession of that. Head it on out. That's Commandment. Commandment's going to be sitting at the top 5 if I'm correct currently. Good fight here between two quality players.
Not a battle he wants to lose. There's lots to prove here. Unknown Army, one of the few controller players in it. We saw Wolfies have a big day yesterday. That wall's his. He's got the aggro. The last one is not, though.
He's charging right in, and Commandment's going to have to get out of there. Didn't want to deal with that player. He knew the Unknown Army just had that beat on him. Wisely enough, and look at the health there.
Gracias por los 5 viewers, amigos. Ok, se están peleando. Ok. Le voto, yo voy por el de mando, le voy a ver el de mando. Ok, no, ok, buena. Muy buena, güey. El otro ya está muy acorralado, güey. Acorraladísimo. Lo matas, buena. Ah, qué buena, güey. Es que el otro ya estaba acorralado. Yo no podía hacer nada, gato.
And a little taunt to throw some salt on the wound right there. Now hop into the other side of the map. We have Blaster. Just looking for a vehicle. He does have a baller. His main priority right now is metal and more loot.
Let's take a look here. We got Martine. He's got eyes on a target. Also using his Sky Stalker skin. One of my personal favorites. Charges forward with that drum gun. Close range, but no! It was low.
¿Qué pasó?
Gives him the hands there.
Oh, shit.
Fun fact, Christian, our boy from Fortnite VR Live, told me, look out for low boom. Someone to definitely take eyes on.
Ok, aquí está Leche.
So Boom not in this one. Maybe you can find some better luck in games 4, 5,
Está raro.
That is the risk you take when you jump into someone's box here in the Fortnite
Oh, sí es cierto,
world.
no ha salido ese, ¿verdad?
Leshy, another controller player.
Ok, ya está Mongra. Mongra no lo he visto hacer nada, güey.
Tilted towers for
Sí, güey.
PvP. He's gonna get shot a few times right there, but still keeping his cool. He has plenty of extra shields and
Está chido el pico.
shockwaves are gonna be great for maneuvering around this congested area. That's what it is. 4
Quiero
players in the
jugar
air
otro
tilted right now.
juego.
You have to be careful.
Ahorita te pongo una, ¿sale?
See who best
Yo
one
quiero
another
jugar
here.
un videojuego,
Probably looking to take this
pero
one.
de Leguito.
He's gonna
De
break
Lego.
into the building now.
Quiero de
Get that
Lego.
high ground over his opponent.
Quiero de Lego.
Stonis is just waiting, not making a sound here, seeing if he can bait Leshy into a trap play. Let's see. He's gonna fall for it. Will he make a mistake? And that's really what it is, right, Golden?
Se va muy bien el leg shot.
When players are on that stage here in the audience, the crowd
Ah.
cheering, there's obviously going to be that added pressure. We talked with a few of the players before the game started today. The number one thing that everyone brought up to me was
Gracias por los 5 viewers, amigos, se agradece demasiado.
presence of where we are. Some of them even went as far as say, yeah, I don't think
Ok, no sé con quién va a pelear leg shot, pero... Ok, va a pelear con ese pibe.
me to try and go above and beyond anything else, right? Sometimes the moment can take you away.
You can see both points of POVs right here, both points of views.
Yeah.
They're looking to
I
take
know.
any walls that they can just to gain control, have a little bit of an advantage here.
This is basically like the Fortnite equivalent of an arm wrestling match right now. Maybe for some of our parents who are joining us here for the first time, haven't watched Fortnite. They're really just struggling to try and get positioning over the other player. That is the struggle.
Ok, tiene la de ganar leg shot. Tiene más vida, le dobla de vida. Pero es que también esos son pro players, no hay que confiarse tanto porque estos güeyes tienen buen aim. Buenarda, buenarda, buenarda. Leg shot es de mando. Los datos de mando. Es de play, creo. Buena.
That is rough.
Ok, ese ya lleva 2 kills, güey.
Games at this point in time.
Pizza's placed 8th on average when he qualified in the online opens. On average, across every game he loaded into. That's very high for placement. And now he's picking up elims. Unfortunately, like we said here, Dan just not really connecting the dots today, but it's not over yet. We're only halfway through this competition here.
Buenarda.
That could have been very dangerous, but gets an elimination on
Qué buenarda, güey, lo trampió. Es arte de mando, ¿verdad? Salto pro, güey.
Representing for all the controller players across the world. Leshy, very dangerous. It's going to be a huge upset right there.
And you just get close range with a player like Leshy, and they'll punish you.
Ay, no sé, ¿por qué mataron a King, güey? Ese vato sentía que se iba a llevar el top, güey. Top 1. Pero estoy seguro que si lleva top 2, 3. Si sigue igual, si sigue igual. Si se saca la polla en una partida como ahorita, que se hace 8 kills y gana una, es que ya está aseguradísimo. Ok, se va a tomar su sorbete. Me parece buena estrategia. Es que tiene táctica, es una mierda la táctica.
Does get ownership of the wall because that player does disengage above him. He hears that movement all around. You also get an eye on the bottom right of your screen. You can see the mini map where players are going to be located. The player we're typically on is
the play.
triangle, but that blue triangle, that other player goes right in for the fight. Is going to knock down the shield just a little bit there. He's going to have minis to be able to top himself back up.
This is very intense here.
Yeah, shockwave. Yeah, you don't
Ok, se pira vampiro el vato. No, es que está una bala. Está una bala, amigos. A 1 de vida. No, la tiene de ganar este pibe. Y todavía tiene una mierda de escopeta. Tiene una mierda de escopeta. Muy buena, muy buena.
This Happy Hamlet area is so dangerous to rotate through. You have players like Mr. Savage. Now we see Left Eye and Kurtz. Left Eye was responsible again for a big upset in the last game, taking out the likes of some huge names towards the end game. But Kurtz here with a heavy sniper. Can he open up a base here and follow up with that infantry rifle? He's coming up. This little peek on right here.
I think Ninja yesterday had talked about the infantry.
Que voy a escuchar si se ve bien.
That weapon is, and it truly, I mean, the accuracy that you get out of it is absurd. If you pick it up and you know how to use it, you'll be dead.
Creo que le voy a bajar un poquito al micro. Es muy poquito. ¿Qué pasó?
You have the option to, why not? If you got that comfortability with it. Then you got Left Eye. 2 eliminations.
No.
Has 2 shockwave nades.
And you know, you got to give some respect to Left Eye, who completely
Que le baje un poco la micro para que no se escuchen los ruidos.
to fully focus in on competitive Fortnite, and he found himself at the Fortnite World Cup stage. I don't think it gets any better than that. That is a dream story here.
Yeah, in competitive gaming, you take those risks if you want it so badly. If you want it more than you have to breathe, you just go for that moment. You never know what's going to
Ok,
happen.
Tifu sigue con vida, pero no tiene nada de kills.
People in this arena next year playing on that stage. Courage did say that they had the budget, so I'm just going along with what he said.
Bueno, si no gana nada, bueno, si no hace nada, güey, así se va a llevar $50,000. Pero claro, hay que ir por todo, güey. Sí, también.
Movement options for him, which in the last game he had the shadow
Him.
box. Didn't really pan out for him because King, very thirsty, went for just all water he could possibly get out of that one. And I say
Sí, mínimo sí se la rifa, güey. Va a tener un chingo de nivel. Pero si pasa esto, quién sabe, güey. Es que no mames, güey. Es que este vato tiene una mala suerte, bro. Tiene una mala suerte, güey. A todos por Tifio, es como diciendo, mata Tifio en el aire, hay que matarlo. Sí, güey, siempre es así, siempre se adelantan. Es que Tifio siento que la cagó, güey. Tuvo que irse cuando estuviese avanzando a la tormenta. Qué mierda, güey. Es que Tifio le está tocando todo mal. El punto está quedando muy lejos. Bueno, ya que se tiene que tranquilizar porque si no va a perder mucho Tifio.
This is what we like to call a shambles loadout, as Link doesn't have much loot.
No, doesn't have much loot, doesn't have much HP either. He's gonna have to try again in the next game. It's Robabs does manage to get the better. Oh man, this is intense. Now we're at 62 players remaining. Some players taking fights, others really just focusing on staying alive, staying in this one to the placement.
Ese vato va muy bien. Tiene excelentes mats. Lleva muy bien, lleva ¿cómo se llama? 1000, ¿cuánto era? 1070 creo.
To jump in your box. Oh man, with a loadout like this, 6 shockwaves, 3 launch pads, all the ammunition in the world, and zone favor right now. He is looking very good in game 3 right now.
He's got a lot of builds. He's got
¿Dónde?
tons of stuff to work with.
¿Quién te compró esto?
Mi mamá.
Yo quisiera tener uno, pero no me lo compro.
Let's not forget yesterday, Wolfie's controller player.
Pero ¿por qué se mueve?
Fortnite World Cup Duos competition, along with his teammate Rojo.
Pero ¿por qué se mueve?
Para ajustarlo.
¿Para escuchar?
Sí.
Understanding the player's going to be around there, but now all these players looking right at him as he just has to play defense, no choice. Gets tagged up a little bit, loses some of his shields. He'll be okay for the time being.
The amount of players you see on the stadium side that want to see shows his self to that angle right there, and everyone just collapsed.
Ok, muy deleteada, lo deleteó muy
Coming in,
sabroso.
but he's fending himself off, punishing another player off to the east side right there. There's Leshy. If he can figure out that that player is the same one that just tried to make a move on him, could spell disaster for Evil Mare.
Evil Mare doesn't have much to work with regarding health, right? He's sitting at just above half HP. Right above him is going to be Clash. Got Pieces as well. Down low on the flooring. There's Clash. Good loadout as far as weaponry is concerned. Also has that glider with the HP he has currently. Ugh. Might want to take advantage of a Shadow Bomb or something like that rather than exposing yourself to the sky. But this is another play from earlier on, I believe. Or actually, no, Storm Surge active currently, and we are in live. Apologies there.
So he's sitting on two ballers here. You see one here. He knows his opponent's gonna have to go for one, but I guess a little bit of scouting
Oh
here.
shit.
Someone's waiting, baiting all of the
Qué mierda, güey. Es que su escopeta es una mierda, güey. No puede dar un crítico decente.
Storm now, 65 HP. Where is this player that went in for the fight?
Wakey's right nearby. Storm and Wakey are sitting now in the zone here. Biding time here. Wakey, 3 eliminations, tied up for the most elims in the game so far. You have Wakey, Leshy, and Aspect, all at 3 eliminations so far.
Just under 50 players remaining in game number 3. Players have boxed up. They want to play this slow game. Wait for anyone to make a mistake. It's going to be hard, but for some players like Dubs, they're going to need it. Because thus far, it has not gone well for, I would say, one of the favorites here.
Dubs did go for the shot, unfortunately could not connect. It looks like Clarity's gonna pick up Core Gaming there instead. Dubs, we saw in the previous game, do that baller all the way to the end game.
Yep.
Really playing slow and methodical here. You can't stand still. Dubs has definitely found himself a target nearby.
Okay.
You see some, I think they're just looking at each other. They know exactly what's going on. Circle's gonna be closing down now. We're gonna find out where the next one is. And that's when players start to prioritize these rotations, the movement. Dubs does have a baller, which has been his strategy. He did it in game 2. He had the baller pretty much all the way until the end there. Got shot out of it, but it did bring him to a 2nd place finish. Another top 3 finish for him, top 5, top 3, maybe even a victory royale, right? But ideally that,
You tried to catch him right there, you saw that? You wanted to put him in the box for a second there and take it.
Trapped him right there. Player will have no idea what to do at that moment.
That's actually pretty interesting as well, because Class is desperate right now for an Elam. He has to really feed off of a siphon.
Este güey no va tan mal.
Even taking the safety edits, making doorways so that he doesn't expose himself even for the slightest bit.
84 builds left for Class. Tons of builds here. And then the Storm. Now the Storm's starting to push. Look at Lecce, still going for shots as players are moving about. I think I saw a player get right in his face. He did pop that Shadow Bomb. Now we're going to the game 1 winner, Booga. He's dealt 420 damage in this match. Hasn't taken a single shot. 1 elimination for him right now. As now the action feed begins to fall. You see so many names getting eliminated one by one. Bizzle out of this one. That was
okay.
Lecce, who's having one heck of a game, taking out some big names.
Faltan 31, amigos. Ok, a ver. No está Isa. Electric.
Clarity G just nearby as well. Bugga at the upper layers in this end game, just trying to avoid that lower ground congestion. Yeah. All these players are just slammed in the middle right here. As Andretta gets the high ground, we haven't seen much of Andretta so far. But you gotta be careful, those shockwaves will really sting and take that placement from you.
Yeah, he has been laying low so
Shit.
far, but does manage to maintain the high ground. Lost it
Tiene que
for a
salir.
brief moment, but wisely enough went outside of the Storm to regain some of those builds. On the right side of your screen, you got Booga and Lecce. Lecce, a great game that he's managed to put together.
Okay.
5 eliminations. Booga, your game 1 winner. Maybe looking to get a 2nd win on the board. How massive will that be for your current 1st place player?
Ok, hay loot para regalar ahí.
Picked up his 6th elimination now. He is really popping off right here.
On Hood J too, a big player player there and a big connection for him.
Oh, shit. No, no, no. Buena. Sal, compadre, sal, sal, sal. Ay, güey, qué mierda. Rompe, rompe, rompe.
He went up for the high ground. If you see it on the left side, he went high ground. He does get possession of it, but ends up getting hit there by Entrena.
Okay, ya mataron a Leche.
Eliminated, but what a run Leche had in this game. Finally comes to a conclusion when he went for high ground. Now it's Bugha again with 11 players remaining. We're about to get into the top 10 here, Monster.
No.
He does get taken out right there. Unfortunately, it's Peter Pan who takes him out.
Aquí está Peter Pan, que este es japonés, es japonés.
Get wiped out here too, but it's still a great game. Wakey, who we saw leading in eliminations at one point, is still
Ok, la puede ganar el pibe que está arriba. La gana River, la gana River. Es el que tiene más vida de todos. Bueno, también documentos. ¿O qué dice ahí? No veo bien. Domentos, ¿no? Creo. Sí, Domentos. Buena. Pinche River. Sí, River Sands. La gana River, güey. Tiene bazooka, tiene todo. Tiene un montón de vida, el otro creo que no tiene tanta. Uy, güey, cuidado. Que se avienta la bazooka, güey. Está arriesgando, ¿no?
Oh man, this is it. He sends another one out, and they're just telling him you gotta run. He's still holding position. Dubs has the high ground, but he lands in front of him.
No, güey, es que la ganó Dub. Es que el otro se bajó un chingo de vida cuando se... Sí, 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 claro, no tenía más, güey. Muy buena, güey, pinche Duvalín.
Who managed to get the better of Riversand, and look at this unfold right here. Riversand has the Rockets looking right at Dubs, and Dubs just needed to play defense.
Ah, ok, ya entendí lo que quería hacer.
And Dubs recognized he had the high ground, he just needed to go
La lleva Dubs.
with that green pump.
That is the name of the game.
Qué buena, güey, qué buena.
Dubs and Mega sitting side by side. What a better player to have nearby.
Ese es Mega, ¿no? El que está al lado de él.
Hey man, that was nuts. What a game from Dubs. What a journey he's had. 4-time qualified. We know that he is a unit when it comes to solos. Finally getting that win. So second place in game 2. Game 3 gets first place. He has to be feeling very good about that.
That is the kind of performance he was looking for, and it must feel good to finally solidify a victory over the course of the weekend.
Yeah, it's like it's just a load off your shoulders, man. Honestly, because I've been talking to him quite a bit. And he's like,
ok, Kim va en quinto, no va nada mal, no va nada mal, ni porque no hizo nada en esa partida. Ok, el vato sigue estando en primer lugar. Es que Kim lleva 12 kills, amigos, nomás en 2 partidas.
1, 2, and 3 in the order of which
they took their victories.
Game
yes.
1 was Bugha, game 2 was Skype, and game 3 was Dubs. 19 points, 1 point shy of taking second.
No, yo tampoco creo que ya haga algo King. Bueno, quién sabe.
King is still
Sí la puede sacar, güey.
As is Psalm, as is Commandment. They've
Sí.
all been in the running, but that was a great fight to see the West and the East clash.
Okay.
Final moments.
I love it, man. I love it. Another, we look here at 11th through 20th. Epic Whale, Fwexy, and Isa all managed
Gracias por los 5 viewers,
in
amigos.
the standings here, as well as Left Eye and Wakey. Oh, what a game that was. Game 3 did not disappoint, but I did get word that we have Dubs standing by with Jordan Fisher to get his thoughts on that win.
A massive, massive victory royale for Dubs here, a definite crowd favorite. A lot of people really excited to see you play today. 2 games in a row, 1v1 situations. Obviously, you're playing for placement here, and we're seeing this action happen in real time. Your baller maneuverability, you're staying in the baller for so long. obviously helped you win that right there at the end. Yo, the Rockets are coming down on you hard. What are you thinking in this moment? You trying to get high ground? What's going on?
Last game, I was just purely playing for placement and trying to hold out in the ball, and it worked.
Obviously, we got that big court. Okay, going into these next matches, you're sitting in a great position right now, if I do say so myself. What are you thinking? What's strategy going into this right now?
I'm just going to keep trying to play consistent, and I should be good.
Golden Boy, Monster D-Face, it's feeling amazing down here. How's it feeling up there?
I think the feeling's mutual, my friend, because these have been excellent games. I love duos, right? You and I, we talk about all the time, right? We love casting duos, but there's just something special about when it's just you, the game, solos, competition, the way Battle Royale was meant. Dare I say, to quote Dr. Lupo, the ultimate Battle Royale experience.
There's just no room for error in solos. There's no, buddy there, no battle buddy to come pick you up when you get dropped, when you get sniped for making an error. You cannot make a mistake. And we saw this sign earlier today.
Lupo no está viejo, le pusieron.
Hey, dad fam out there.
He's just a little elderly. That's all it is. As am I. So, what a game that was. And I understand, though, we actually have Cam standing by with a special announcement. Sundown, what's up?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Golden Boy and Monster. And while we're here in the midst of the largest Fortnite event in history, you're probably wondering what comes next. Well, as we said before, competitive Fortnite isn't going anywhere. Once Season 9 wraps up and we move into our next season, we'll be debuting the Fortnite Championship Series. This will give players a chance to compete against the best of the best, where every single result matters, with a leaderboard to track results over the course of the season. Follow your favorite players on their quest to become the first season champions with millions of dollars at stake. Now, this is just a taste of what's to come, as we also plan on stepping up our competitive efforts across the board. So, keep your eyes peeled for more news as you root on your favorite competitors in the back half of the matches. Golden Boy, Monster, back to you, gentlemen.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that was coming. Oh, look at you. That was pretty dope. Fortnite Championship Series?
Can I just say, did you
A
hear
ver, ¿quién está?
every placement matters? Wait, is this something you guys have been wanting or something like that?
Oh, this is awesome stuff there. It's obviously not going to stop, and we're glad that that is the case. But focusing on what's at hand
Mr.
right now,
Savage.
Fortnite World Cup Finals here in New York City. And just a reset here. I'm Golden Boy along with Monster D-Face, and this has been quite the day. 3 games.
Están diciendo que se suscriban a mi canal.
Game 1, we ended up
No sé, ahí están diciendo.
huge victory from Bugha, who managed to pull it away in glorious fashion. And then Skype in game number 2, just outpositioning Dubs. But Dubs got his redemption and picked up a game 3 win just now.
Ese Tifio, es que no puede ser, Tifio.
Playing smaller play, there's a lot of strategies that players can implement here in competitive Fortnite Monster.
Yeah, you saw Dubs, game 1, tried to get a little bit more aggressive, opting in to take that fight over by the Greasy Lake, and it did not pay off. So he took his lesson, took his little, spanking, I dare say, right there. He's like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to stay away from that guy. You got to respect him on that rotation. He switched it up, and now he's finding himself in endgame. And that is the kind of adaptability you have to have.
Vamos a ver qué hace King en esta, ojalá no lo maten.
4-time qualified solo player is Dubs. And what I mean by that, when he qualified the first time for this event right here, he queued up again.
Okay, ya está King.
Each week the solos competition was available.
Did again.
And did it again. And then did it again. And then did it again. That's how good he was. Everyone doubted him. No one knew who this kid was. And then he shocks the world. That, my friend, is undisputed. But the next game is going to start up. Game 4 about to begin. New York City, come on, let me hear you. It's about to start. It's about to kick off.
Sí, como que aquí el este y acá el otro. Sí, otros así. Está muy crazy como juegan estos tipos. Ok, ya se viene la partida.
Now the question is, can Bugha, Skype, and Dubs continue to hold their lead? We saw King fall out of the running last game, and it set him back 4 placements.
King, por favor, bro. Ármale en esta, güey, por favor.
Keep a king
A
eye
ver.
on him too, because he's a king out there.
He really is, man.
Ok, está Dub.
said, if you have that name and you take out a player like Tfue, you gotta live up to it.
Hay que ver que Kim va en quinto, güey. Va excelente. Y que no la armó en esa partida, si no, estoy seguro que quedaba en primero.
Skype and Dubs right behind him. Dubs behind Skype by 1 point only, and this is the spread of the island thus far. Paradise Palms. Some players are going to land over there just a little bit.
Dude, Frosty.
Ok, ¿y las lamas, Eddie? ¿Dónde están? En lata, en Fatal, en Fatal, aquí en el bosquecito y allá, güey.
I saw another player there. I did not expect that, another body by the block, but he ended up disengaging out of there. And Clarity G off screen, Legendian as well. They're going to be some of the first to fall in Game 4.
Here's a nice little fun fact. 46 of 68 points were scored in the online opens through Dubs.
Ok, ya mataron a uno. Voy a ver si no matan a King. Es lo que me interesa ahorita.
Especially with this duo partner Mega, who, by the way, they're both qualifying. One of the only teams that are full qualified.
And sitting right next to one another as well.
Yo creo que no. Todavía no matan a King.
First person to congratulate him, his teammate Mega. Now.
Buena.
There you go. That's what I want out of Rux. At the start, Arkrum.
Es que cuando te toco la escopeta al inicio, güey, es como que le estás tocando las patas, güey. Ok. Está Nick.
Then you got Nixon Niddle. Nick's a Brazilian player. He was
Ese pibe tiene buen loot, no tiene nada mal. Para el inicio está bien.
Each and every week that he played, everyone in the region, everyone in the Brazil region knows how good Nix is.
Y esos pibes tienen un aim que te cagas. Que ya va a pelear, ya va a pelear. Nix sí tiene la de ganar. ¿Por qué son tan tryhards, güey? ¿Por qué son tan tryhards? Los güeyes no tienen miedo. Yo cuando hay torneo yo voy recagado. Buena, sí, a huevo, güey, buena, güey.
More cowbell, please.
Nix versus Niddle. Nix comes out on top. He wiggles his finger at the camera and says, no, not today. Snobby Shores is his home here.
And the good news is he won't get eliminated right away.
Okay, ahí está Isa.
Does a little motion to the camera. Yeah, I love you, buddy.
No instant karma for him.
No instant karma for him.
Taking a look at Moffin, one of our few players representing the Asian region here.
Japan as well, 15 years of age.
Se bajó vida. Nosotros también es una vida. Está un tirón, bueno, ya no. Y ya va por él. Y va escopeta legendaria. Ok, el otro un escopetazo bien dado sí lo mata. Ok. Buena. No, la gana este, güey. Sí, la gana este. Tiene escudos para regalar.
The difference was no hesitation here as Letwike is going back in it, even with the health disadvantage here.
Oh, that shield's gonna be
Verga, güey.
Let does go up above him and no, Twins.
¿Viste? Escopetazo de 130 más o menos.
Tell you this, so much confidence.
Pensé que iba a ganar el otro porque llevaba 200 ya casi. Y el otro nomás llevaba como 70. Se la dieron muy bien dada a Isa. Esta.
It's a battle, cross-regional battle here between Moffin and Isa. Moffin from Japan.
Sí, claro.
This region on the map, perhaps. Isa, well-known player in the space. He's been at this for quite a while. Off screen, you just saw King's name in the action feed against Teak.
Verga, no, ya le pusieron a otro.
And sometimes when you're in these fights, you just don't expect when another player, they're gonna hear the gunfire. So they're gonna try and push the fight, maybe get
No, ya lo mató, ya mataron a Isa, lo mató Mega.
and gets the better of Isa. Now it's gonna have to deal with Moffin. Does not have that floor quite yet. Moffin's holding it down. Does he get the hack through? Moffin goes in for the fight, but that's gonna be another one.
Buenarda de Mega.
For the Mega Man.
We wanted some shifty shafts action, and we got it right there. They are just unfortunately in the warpath of Mega. He lands right outside of this area. Good on him to
Ok, ahí está King. Sabemos que King está...
off guard. Here's a nice little replay from
Bueno, sabemos que King sigue vivo y ya lleva una kill.
Huge for him.
Este King es muy bueno. Demasiado bueno.
Somewhat shunned out of the competitive discourse for being too aggressive. Little did he know that was the perfect way to find himself here at the World Cup stage, because it was all about pushing players and getting eliminations.
Everyone has their opinion and strong opinions on within the competitive community.
I'll tell you this, he came right back as being everyone's,
Ok, mejor se tira el pibe.
That's good. That's good. Obviously, it's this is a
Se pone muy
game
tryhard
that
esto.
is still continuing to evolve and grow. Players, trying to learn one another's personalities and stuff. I understand we do have a replay though from one of the other eliminations that had happened earlier on. This is Pika. Look at this, Pika jumping forward, finds one in front. That's the third party. And this player now having to look at Pika, but that was nasty. Pika made him pay.
Pika ordered a quick two-piece chicken nugget, and Aqua was part of it. That's so unfortunate. Aqua's really been struggling.
¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda, Calle? ¿Qué onda, bro?
It's a breeze for him now, being that he had such a huge day yesterday. But jumping in with Zayt here.
Right now, Aqua's playing with house money. That's what we like to say.
Buena, ese güey lo hizo muy bien. Lo malo que no tenía nada de vida.
Going to be the case in Game 4. Hood J, his first elimination is on to one of Fortnite's greats, Zayt. The fight continues against Dracon.
No, va a ganar el vato de arriba, el Draco. Ahí está Yelty, no, güey. No está Yelty, bro. Esa es la World Cup de los que clasificaron en... Bueno, en los torneos de la World Cup. Y esa es la de solos.
Snatch it really quickly, but no, he's more focused on this battle right now. And sets up a cone as well.
Es que es coreano, creo que el otro. Esos güeyes van de lado.
They'll go after the fights and they want to get in your face. They don't care. They don't care what region you're from.
Absolutely loving the rhythm right now. He's really messing with the cadence of his axes.
No, es que es muy bueno el otro, güey.
He's the one who's on the defense right here as he backs up and takes a defensive stance to go ahead and heal.
Doesn't have any shields, no minis, unlike Hood J, who has 2 more remaining.
This is allowing him to bounce back. He's got all the mats now, Golden Boy.
Yeah, he's got everything to work.
Los coreanos son bien perros, sí, güey. Los coreanos son bien perros.
Sometimes you gotta go, just farm up, pick up as much as you can, or maybe even disengage from a fight. It may not be worth it. It's okay.
Es que avisen muy duro esos güeyes.
Play the safe game. There's no reason that you gotta get aggressive, get in their face. We understand that is what the region likes to do, but in this instance, hey, you're playing for the long game.
Yeah, and I talked with Macwood and Calculator in the Players Lounge for a while, and I asked him, what do you do if someone disengages? Do you respect a good disengagement? He says, depends, If both of you guys are in a weird situation, they'll give it up.
There's no reason for you to go for a fight that you're just not comfortable with. Crew, though, he's looking for a fight right now. Has this player playing a little defense, but he ends up getting tagged, and now it's going to be him on the back foot. Has to take a moment. Pop a mini.
That was the best case scenario for him because he still has a full whites here. He did not lose normal health points. It was just his shield that was
okay, Pika. Contra Crew.
Scrambling against one another. Pika. Get rid of the trees so that you can get above. You also get a little bit more resources out of this. Perhaps. And it's right front. Oh, man. Played around the corner there. And then Pika. He just had that brief moment to move away. Saw him move ever so slightly down low. Just saw the tip of his head.
This is an intense battle. Pika versus Crew. Crew, a double qualified competitor here. Didn't play in the duos competition yesterday. of the two, he's the one who just goes in. He's not the IGL. Let's see how he can handle himself here when just playing solos.
Y ya llegó otro.
He's in the zone. He's found himself in the zone.
Llegó otro de chismoso.
One in the zone, and they're pretty far from it.
He doesn't want to play off that camera angle, but
Buena,
he's going to chuck a
buena granada.
grenade right there. It's going to open up the box.
Now you're inside of the storm monster.
¿Y qué te dan de recompensa por ver el directo? Te dan, ay, ¿cómo se llama? Una skin de arma.
Just to go for it. Pika gets the better, but he's going to continue to tick for health.
Te dan una skin de arma, bro. Pero tienes que... ¿Cómo se llama? Tienes que conectarte, güey, tu cuenta con el streaming. Ahí dice, güey. Frey dice para vincularla. Ok, aquí está King.
Let his guard down. He got punished for it.
And this is from Pika's perspective and how he got the better of crew. With the burst SMG, the weapon that I happen to favor quite a bit. I like it, although
El King lleva buen loot, la verdad.
Won't really end that well for me, but for these players here, they know how to take advantage of each item in Fortnite. They are so good at really working with what's in front of them. Now the format, as we mentioned before, we're pretty far from it, okay? So when you get to 25th place, that's when the placement points start to tick. But each elimination is going to give a crucial point. These have been some low point games. If you watched the online qualifiers wondering, man, we're seeing players getting 60, 70, 80 points, even 100 in some instances. Those are the online qualifiers, a different format. These are the best players in the world going against one another. The gameplay is going to slow down just a little bit as they all fight for the positioning.
Yeah, this is definitely that time in the game when everyone kind of positions up and the heavy congestion begins, but King doesn't care about that because he's King. He's looking for a fight in arguably the worst zone to fight in, approaching zone 4 and 5 here.
He's a savage. He's a savage. He does not
Ok,
want anyone else
creo que es Savage. El otro.
It should only be him, but it's okay. Sometimes you don't have to be that thirsty. You can move away. That player popped that ramp in front of him.
King es muy agresivo. Bueno, todos son así.
So brilliant. He changes his angle there. He says, you know, I'm not going to use this side. I'm going to go around and start collapsing in on you, just losing or pushing that player out in uncomfortable ways.
Alto pro el King, güey.
Master at finding angles here. He's just looking for the best way to break
Okay, Wendy.
right now, and he's really playing.
Sale Wendy. Yes, sir.
Now suddenly this guy doesn't know what side he's safe on. He's losing all forms of real estate right here.
You know, King, he just constantly wants to be in your face. He's done it in each game that has happened.
Le quitas un ala por... Le quitas sus alitas, luego las patitas, luego los ojos.
You know, a lot of the players that are up here, they do have it, but in this South American region like this, where there have been obviously not a lot of players coming out of this for this particular tournament, I think King has put this region on the map without a doubt.
He is truly representing here. This King's tracking is phenomenal. He's still keeping track of Tuesday here. Now deciding he's going to replenish some materials and refortify all of this area. Sanctioning to himself here.
Siento que se tiene que tirar el bidón, ¿no?
In the running in the top 10 here. We saw him get taken out earlier before, but this is why he plays the high risk, high reward. If I'm being honest, that's how you take first place. You put it all out there and
go big or go home.
Everything goes in your favor, honestly.
Go big or go home. King fight over on the mountain there. Tuzi's next to him as well as Keenstar. And King, he's gone.
Ok, quiero que esté una bala. Por algo le rushó.
Into another box fight he goes, and now he's gonna reposition here and set up for the prime push.
This is ridiculous.
Look, he's still going.
He does not care, people. King wants to jump into your box.
Este güey está demente, coño. Listo, ¿ya lo mataste? Este vato está demente, güey. ¿Viste cómo lo engañó y todo eso?
¿Lo mató?
Sí.
If you're listening, I just want you to do a VOD review of King, okay?
¿Dónde lo enterró?
Hopefully we can just agree on that. Wild stuff, man. Gets the window. Boom. Right to the face. Right to the kisser.
He's already looking.
What's wild about that fight, too, is a lot of players would have just stayed stationary in that position. Storm was coming in.
They would have been content with being somewhere safe.
He had a target and he just went right for it.
Ok, aquí está Dubs.
Here we have Dubs now. Center zone. Still has a baller. Bucky still in the running here. Leshy also getting right next to Dubs. Also has a baller, so they're probably not going to get into too much.
Ok, ahí está Benji, like shit.
Maybe they'll be
Storm
baller
Surge
buddies.
is still a thing. Maybe they'll be baller buddies.
Maybe. But you're right, though, about the Storm Surge. You really are, because if you're not putting in damage, 0 eliminations for Leshy right now. How many fights has he actually gotten into? Someone's going to be above him. There's Dubs. Minigun. That minigun goes right through your builds.
Es que, mira, literalmente la descuarticé, en verdad.
Dubs only with 2 eliminations.
Qué mala eres. Lo hubieses dejado ir.
Other players, yes, just damage leader. And we just talked about Storm Surge. That's why you want to be proactive. You want to shoot at anything that moves. Because realistically, you don't know when you're going to find yourself in that precarious situation where you have to push someone like pretty much with, without wanting to.
And we were talking about this before we jumped on the cast. I think it was Zayt we were discussing. He's really good at not putting himself in a position, but still to take
XD, mala de corazón. Sí, ya lo sé, ya lo sé.
against Storm. First elim for him there.
Saw that he put the trap above his head through the window edit, opens it up and hits him with the pump.
Ok, aquí está Benji, aquí está Benji.
But as we were mentioning before, sometimes from a safe position, go for the shots.
¿Está King?
Go for the shots. Maybe you get
No, King es una bestia, compadre. Buena.
King is still here to play Golden.
2 eliminations, 53 builds for him, running with that blue combat shotgun. Great range on that item.
Ok.
Far away though from where the
Ok, al lado está Diego.
Zone 5. This is when things start to get a little crazy. What does King have as an option here? Is he looking for people on the move and then punishing them? Maybe trying to get the community launch pad, perhaps?
Ok, sigue vivo Tifu. Ok, sigue vivo Tifu. El vato que está al lado de King está una bala.
Full tunnel across here. Knowing his playstyle, he's probably gonna want to push here. And there it is. He actually found a launch pad, so his game awareness was at an all-time high here. Take a look here. Tifu.
Buena Tifu. No, se la robaron. Ah, no, sí la mató yo. Pero Tifu, tú tranqui, compa. Tifu sí la arma, sabroso. Pero es que ya lleva 4 matches, güey. No ha hecho nada.
Great neighbors.
Paying attention to what's going on here. Can Tifu make a big comeback for himself here?
A little concerned about that player who had edited out. And Tifu did have the mark on him.
Ok, Tifu va a ver si se roba una kill por ahí.
Just get focused on so much. You're out and about, trying your best to stay up in this game. And then everyone looks at you, and Tifu again. He's
Se la
doing
robaron,
damage, but
güey.
he's not getting the elimination. Other people are siphoning those away from him.
Yes, Prisionero was just snatched from him. That's another point that unfortunately does not go his way here. He does have some shadow bombs though, so he will be able to make it to this next zone.
No, es que ya tiene que construir con piedra. Es que también por eso se lo atraviesan las balas bien rápido.
People can take note of the structures being used. That will give you an indication as to where they are currently. Players do
Ok.
build around 2
Tifu ya agarró buen loot.
Metal's a strongest structure.
Se agarra top de, creo que top 20 a 25, creo.
Your game 3 winner, Dubs. 2 eliminations, still has that ball.
Ok, Dubs está jodidísimo, pero jodidísimo. El Dubs.
He is very, very weak here. He has tons of materials though. He just has to play for placement to continue to hold this lead that he has right now on the competition. King gets taken out by Monroe. Unfortunately, right there, and Bugga is still in the running here as he catches Flexi, and the kill feed is lighting up right now as players are dropping, and we're approaching placement points finally here.
We're getting very close to it, Monster. Once we hit 25th place,
Okay,
everyone's going to start to earn some points. Right at the side of your screen, 3 points for everyone. Still alive, but Dubs, and we mentioned it, that baller was in dire straits. It was not going to be able to survive another rotation, and neither was he with the HP that he had currently. Then the rotations, everyone's starting to move here. They have some shadow bombs. They're going to use those and get to the other side, get to the safe area, build around and protect themselves, and hope that they can continue to gain more placements as we take a look at the overhead.
That's right, he was holding his breath because he needed to get that top 25. He didn't break it through in time. Everyone left in the game has already gotten placement points here, but you want to play to the next threshold. You want to continue to stay in this game here, as that's exactly what Tifu's doing with the Shadow Bomb, hopping around the builds here, trying to keep a low profile. Bizzle still in the running. One of the innovators when it comes down to tarping and pushing out with effective and clean builds.
Just one of the greats of Fortnite altogether. On the side, I was looking at this fight between Rux and Riversand. Riversand went for high ground.
Todos contra Tifio, güey. Y era Mongrel.
And then Rux has high ground, as you see on your screen to the left. Then you have Bizzle still
Y mató Mongrel.
Takamura with 4 eliminations and earning placement points as more players begin to fall. And we're coming down to the final moments, Monster.
That's right, we are. And we're going to jump into Takamura's POV here because he has 4 eliminations, and he doesn't plan on stopping. Neither does Magro, because Magro catches Benji Fishy as well. Take a look here at Takamura. Tarping out. He is going to fall down, and he's going to get shot a few times here. What he's going to do is he's going for the high ground. He sees an opportunity. It's his to take.
Ok, aquí está Mongrel con 4 kills. La primera vez que va Mongrel que está matando porque nosotros casi no hizo nada. Buena, buena. Buena, cabrón. Muy buena, bro, muy buena. Gracias por los 5 viewers, amigos. Ok, no, pensé que tenía high ground, pero no. Todavía no tiene high ground. Buena. Buena, buena. Buena. Tiene mats. Estás demente, cabrón. Estás demente. ¿Qué pedo con este main, güey? 1v1? 1v1? Ah, no. No, pierde, güey. No tenía match, güey. Qué mierda. ¡Qué pendejo! Muy buena. Pensé que se había ido hasta la verga. Sí, ¿verdad?
And really was the ruining factor for so many of our top 10 competitors in that round right there.
Let's go, güey. No, es sí estar contento, no como el pibe de ayer que ganó y... A ver, quiero ver qué hizo, porque es que no entendí. No, sí. Sí, se equivocó, güey. Nomás
got second place and a bunch of eliminations, and Shockwave's late game again, Monster.
¿Y su primera aquí? ¿Ya hice? No puede ser.
He's feeling good, and that's a huge accomplishment to take a victory. And just you only have so many opportunities to win a game here. Just to do that alone, it's magnificent.
Yeah, it really, magnificent is the best word that I could think of at those final moments. Games 3 and 4 certainly did not.
No tardo, amigos. Voy al baño. No tardo.
Oh, that was a wild game. Here are the standings, though. Luka's still holding on to first place. Look how far ahead he is. 8 points currently. But Psalm now jumps in to second place. Nate in third. Riversand, who's managed to put together some great games, is in fourth. Rux as well. Epic Whale in sixth. Sky and Dubs get knocked down to 7 and 8. And King, who has been very aggressive, is in 9th. And then Peter Pan from South Korea in 10th place.
Doing so good. The last player we saw in 11th place, Epic Will, shot himself up to that front page, guys. So don't count out Andretta, Benji, Savage, or anyone else here in the top 20 because they have what it takes. Look at how close the point threshold is.
Yeah.
Everyone is in the running for top 10 right here, and that's life-changing prize on the line here. The stakes are so high.
Yeah, the gap is so small, and these players have the capability of being able to get into the top 10. 2 more games remain. Wonder who's going to take it all, but let's go down to the stage. We got Jordan standing by with our Game 4 winner song.
And a huge Game 4 win for Psalm. Now sitting at 2nd place in the standings, feeling really, really good right now. We're just talking about that high ground take. You said, I didn't think that it was going to work, but real domination right there at the end. What was your thought process going up against such a stacked final 10 people? I mean, some of the players that were there are all capable of clutching this up.
After I got the high ground, I was focused on playing safe, make sure I don't lose the high ground, make sure I use the input stuff to take my high ground.
Ya regresé, compañeros.
Going on the ground, do their thing, and then I clean up.
And then the cleanup was real. Back to you, Golden Boy and Monster D-Face.
Always a pleasure to hear from Psalm, a veteran in competitive Fortnite and doing it once again. No shocker there. You take the risk, you make the bold play, and sometimes it pays off. And in that instance, it definitely did. He's coming out quite
No está haciendo mucho esticio. Es su primera kill, creo. Primer punto.
That was a nutty game.
He's been in top 10 this whole time.
Llega a ganar una partida, pero ya se aliviana un poquito, pero...
And that last one was a huge victory for him, and that is exactly what he wanted and needed here to keep him relevant.
Yeah, so many great moments in that game. While we had the best seat in the house, there were some moments that maybe we didn't catch. And the good news is we got one of the best
Gracias por los 5
viewers
viewers,
in the
señor.
game. Ball is standing by to break it all down.
Thank you so much, GB. Yes, we have 2 games remaining, and it looks like Psalm and Boog are repeating that first game success early
Caramelo.
on. They're going to move forward at the top of the leaderboard, but for now, we're going to take a look at some of Rux's performances and some of his shots that pushed him up to 5th. So while we roll these clips, Rux, in the end game, first, he set himself up brilliantly in the early game.
Iba ganando, güey.
We've talked
¿Quién lleva más
about
puntos?
No sé, güey.
Ah, ¿ya viste este combo que hizo?
Every single game here, Rux takes
No,
the
son pesos,
better
¿no?
of
Que lo
Arkham
sepa.
and gets the loadout that he needs to push on forward here with
Sí.
the picture rifle and the combat shotgun and heals to boot. Only 1 map remaining through this entire time. Doesn't quite
Puta
get
circulito que queda, ¿no?
finding the elimination
Sí.
onto Core Gaming, so he's working through old structures here, other players' structures.
Ay, güey, es que tienen un aim, güey.
Todos se le dan en la
Es que si tú te descubres, si tú te, no sé, no te tapas bien, güey, ya estás muerto, güey. Es que no caga ninguna bala esos vatos, güey. Sí, es raro que caguen, güey. Y si cagan es porque, no sé, están fríos, güey.
Va a haber otra vez el evento del March, ¿no?
But for now, we've got 2 more games to go. Gentlemen, back to you.
No, pero también, no te habías yo también por
Thank you so much for breaking that down, Bala. Rux,
Igual
who
el 25.
has been time and time again showing up in the top 10. We always see his name whether in solos or even in duos, along with his teammate Pika. They always have great events. So no shocker there. But this is, what a wild ride, right? We've been on 10 weeks up until this point. All these players from around the world. I love looking at that top 10 as well, man, because it truly is a great international game that we have here with Fortnite.
Yeah, you saw it unfold. Like, who would have thought King would be the man to show up today and be, like, honestly, the energy for the arena here, because he has had some of the wildest moments so far in his journey through this World Cup weekend.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. It's been a wild ride here, but that's going to do it for myself and Monster D-Face, the Boricua boys. There we go, brother. Always a pleasure to cast with you. Now we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, Courage and Dr. Lupo take the stage one more time, and then we crown our Fortnite World Champion. We'll see you in just a few.
Ok, solo faltan 3 partidas. ¿Dos? ¿No? 2 partidas, güey.
Hello, Fortnite fam! I am PookieFace_. I am joined here at the front of house with David, and we're going to talk a little bit about how all of these systems work, how we are bringing the Pro-Am, Creative Cup, and the World Cup to you guys this weekend. So David, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining me here. What do all of these buttons do behind us?
¿Hiciste lo de
Tell me a
GIFs,
little bit
Eddie?
about what all of the technical things are here.
So basically this is controlling all of the lighting and all of the video for the entire show. We're pushing out all the videos that you see on all the screens, any camera shots that go up there. And then we're also making sure that all the lights are at the right levels for player faces and everything else.
So it's your job to just make everyone look great, is technically what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Now, I know that you have some facts about the lights, the LEDs. Give me a little bit of some factoids about how all of this production pulls power and, you know, what goes into all of this.
Absolutely. There's about 1,200 lighting fixtures in the room currently. We have about 18 4K video outputs to go to all the big screens. We're running about 98 million pixels worth of video space, and it's taking about 2,000 amps of power, which is about enough to run about 15 homes.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today, introduce me to
Okay.
all of these
King va en número noveno,
more
güey.
things that go into all of this. So when you guys are out in the stands watching the World Cup this weekend, you have David.
El pibe este no baja, güey. Desde el inicio sigue estando en primero.
Dub said, look, I've qualified. I'm just going to come back and just flex on literally the entire region.
It's ridiculous. I mean, the fact that you can be so consistently good in one of the major regions. The best of the best aren't concerned with just barely making it. They want to win every fight. They want every point. That's why he's in first. There's a reason he's one of the best solo players on the planet.
안녕하세요. 저는 이제 팩스폭스라고 하고요. 저는 아시아 서버에서 이제 뉴욕 진출했고요. 이제 나이는 17살입니다. 저는 이제 위크 1에서 이제 처음에 솔로 4연승을 해가지고 후반에 이 점수를 거의 다 따가지고 그냥 후반에 맘 놓고 하고
4 victory royales, and he averaged 8 elims. Obviously, first place. That's unbelievable.
Oh shit, ganó 4
아시아는
partidas,
스크린 같은 게
güey.
없기 때문에 저는 연습을 제대로 별로 못했기 때문에 아마도 일단 운에 맡겨야 될 것 같습니다.
Hi, New York City. Oh, okay, Faxlox. I'll take you out for a good pizza. I know a couple good spots.
이제 한국에는 포트나이트 유저가 별로 없는데 진짜 응원하겠습니다.
¿Ves que está Mongra? En la semana 9 hizo 63 puntos para clasificar. No, qué pasada, güey. No, amigo.
Hey Fortnite fam, BallTW here to get in the nitty-gritty of competitive Fortnite.
Look at Atlantis.
Fortnite are packed tightly with both action and players, all fighting to get the victory royale. Let's introduce one of the most common techniques used to outlast your opponents in those congested final zones. What is tunneling? Also known as snaking or pathing, this is when you build a protected tunnel while running away from the storm and into the next safe zone. When these safe zones get so small, this becomes very, very important, as there can be opposing players on all sides of you. Here's an example of the most basic tunnel, the straight tunnel. From your base, you simply build straight towards your destination straight ahead of you with a floor piece below your feet and above your head. This is the most basic and also dangerous version of the tunnel since you're not covering horizontally. You're exposed from your sides. However, you save materials by doing this. The materials you spend covering your sides quickly add up. Then, if you need to go diagonally to get where you need to go, you'll often see players do the diagonal tunnel. At its most basic, it's very similar. You're just changing directions as you go, once left, once right. This is very useful since sometimes you'll encounter enemies that you want to get away from on the road to the Victory Royale, or the next safe zone is in a diagonal direction. So just change directions and move, but make sure to stay safe from the storm. Now we talked about how you're exposed from your sides. In both versions, you can add walls to either side, or both left and right, or even in front as well. This gets really hard really fast, and this is why it's so impressive that not only are these high-level players tunneling so fast and without error, but at the same time going for crazy plays
Empiezan
and
6 minutos.
elimination points as well as placement points. It's a lot to take in, and oftentimes they do things so fast that you can't even keep up. Watching players like Cease, Bizzle, Mongrel, Benji Fishy, and all the players playing in the Fortnite World Cup Online Open play from their tunnels can be jaw-dropping. So there you have it. Tunneling, one of the most important skills in competitive Fortnite. It's pretty simple at its core, but at the high pace of these congested endgames, it gets complicated. That means you need to practice, and make sure to hop in creative mode and do just that. You can practice it in the open on your own island, or use one of the many amazing pre-built training courses that creators have made. This was Balla TW, and we'll see you in game.
Let's go.
My name is Turner, aka Tifu. I qualified from the North American East region.
This is not. Wait. Trying to sneak him in. Can you get him to drop it?
Oh my! What is that angle?
He hits all of the shots.
The day I qualified, I was pretty hyped. I didn't even believe it was real at the time. I don't know. I was just kind of streaming, grinding, doing my own thing, and I tried my hardest and succeeded, I guess.
Landing all the way up top, drops him. 100.
Bueno, impaso. Aquí Rebuelardo, güey.
He's a special player. A generational talent. He has qualities that not a lot of young players have. He's so mature, so dedicated. Very rare to see.
힘들어. 안녕하세요. 저의 이름은 김도환이고 플레이어 닉네임은 후드제이입니다. 나이는 그리고 14살입니다.
He's disciplined.
Jay drops down.
He's focused.
That was an
He wants to push it.
What a charge through the box.
여기 간 다음에 제일 중요한 거는 이걸 타고 여기부터 먹어. 요 지금 이쪽에 그 상자. I'm Juno. I'm the coach for T1's Fortnite division.
페이터는 여기 안 밀어. 여기는 거의 완전.
I first met Jay when he was a free agent.
베스트가 아이스크림 먹고 아이스크림.
He's the youngest player in our team.
저는 포트나이트 선수로서 일산에 있는 아파트에서 팀원들과 함께 구단에서 생활하고 있습니다. 놀거리가 가장 많고 저희 팀원은 가족 같고 가족보다 뭔가 좀 더 끈끈하고 좀 더 위인 그런 팀인 것 같습니다.
The team really looks at Jay as the little brother that everybody wants to take care of.
저는 일어나자마자 바로 옆방에 있는 연습실에서 포트나이트를 할 수 있다는 거에 대해서
tempo is quite a bit faster than a lot of the other players.
Hood J runs on forward.
아무래도 건설이라든지 편집이라든지 그런 부분이 좀 재미있어서이기도 하고 제 목표를 달성할 수 있기 때문입니다. 저는 포트나이트 게임을 시작할 때 이기자라는 목적으로 많이 시작합니다.
He wants to always be creative, always change up his playstyle and steal the tempo from his opponents.
여보세요, 엄마. 잘 지내시죠? 요즘 어떻게 지내세요? 네, 걱정 안 하셔도 돼요. 제가 끝나면은 진짜 자랑스럽게 해드릴게요. 꼭 몸 관리 잘하시고 어디가 끝나면 바로 갈게요, 집으로. 네. 세계 최고 플레이어가 되고 싶은 이유는 아무래도 부모님인 것 같습니다. 가끔씩 부모님이라는 생각이 가끔씩 들어서 그게 동기부여가 되지 않나 싶습니다.
Jay hasn't realized how talented he is just yet.
I am just so impressed with what I'm seeing here from Hood J.
He has that potential to become the greatest of all time.
No, ya quiero que empiece, compañero, ¿sí? Empieza.
Ladies and gentlemen, it all comes down to this. Millions watching across the world. On the biggest stage.
Ese DJ está a toda leche. Ese DJ.
Qualifying for the World Cup was a major step for me to actually help out my family.
I'm so happy we made it. This is literally like a dream. I was freaking out. It was awesome.
Dude. Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, huge shout out to Mike Realm spinning over there, guys. Give it up for him. And now we are one step closer to crowning our first Fortnite World Champions in solos. History is about to be made here, folks. And now I want to ask everyone here in the arena, are you ready? Let's do it one more time. I'm gonna ask you again. Are you ready?
Ok, ya va a empezar, amigos.
Over to your casters for the last two games,
Ya va a empezar.
and Dr. Lupo.
Over a year ago, the Fortnite World Cup was announced, and here today it culminates in the final 2 games of the solos competition. $30 million in prize money this weekend, and in 2 games, Dr. Lupo, we will crown another Fortnite World Champion.
We've seen a ridiculous number of plays from everybody on the field. Even moments like King going out, literally the first eliminated one game immediately after, just slaying out in the lobby. We love to see gameplay like that. Very aggressive from a number of players that honestly a lot of us didn't even expect to show up on the board. You have to remember though, every single player that has qualified for the solo finals here at the Fortnite World Cup in New York City is at the top of their game. 40 million people played through. This is what's left, the best of the best of the best.
We know the storylines continue throughout this lobby of the 100 best players in the world. We have 2 games left. Our standings, well, they're very close, and Sundown's going to update us on where they lock up.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage, with only 2 matches left to decide who is the world champion solo player, who is the best of the best of the best. We're gonna take a look at what the standings currently look like and what needs to happen. So the first thing you're gonna see right away is the runaway train Booga up top. One victory right out, leading the pack with 15 eliminations at 37 points, 8 points clear. But we talked about it a little bit yesterday and a lot during the qualifiers. What is a reasonable game to expect? We've seen a lot of the victory royales today actually coming from more passive players. They've been getting around 11 to 12 points apiece. We've been seeing high volume eliminations happening in the early and the mid game. But right now, looking at this board, Peter Pan sitting in 10th place right now is just off of the mark. He's 16 or 18 points off. With a reasonable game, he could challenge towards that. Let's take a look at the second page.
Okay, está Benji, está Mr. Savage,
20th, it is a 4-point difference.
Mongrel,
With a fantastic
Isa.
performance in the last game, pushes himself into contention, and this top 20 is the line where you will see an increase in that prize bonus. You want to be at minimum on this page when all is said and done. 2 matches are left. We have already seen world champions crowned in creative and duo. Who will be the ultimate victory royale and who will take home the title? We're going to throw it back inside and see the final 2 matches. Lupo, Courage, let's take it home. Thank you, Sundown. The standings so close, all for the coveted trophy that you see on your screen, the title of Fortnite World Champion. 15 million just for this solos competition, 3 million for first. 2 more games left. Who do you think comes out on top?
I would love to see the 13-year-old from the South America, King, show up big. I mean, he's put on a fantastic show thus far. You have to remember, just one slip up, one bad game, that's not enough to take you out of the lead. He very easily, a solid high elim game, a top placement, doesn't even have to be a victory royale at this point. How well he's played, he could make his way to the top with you.
Gracias por los 5 viewers, amigos.
Can anyone catch Booga at the top of our leaderboards? The lobby is
Ya va a
ready,
empezar, amigos.
ladies
Ahora
and
sí se
gentlemen.
viene lo
The
bueno.
battle bus launches in 2, 1. Game 5 underway of the Fortnite World Cup Finals Solos competition. Can they catch Booga? His lead remains from the incredible shockwave plays earlier. All 100 players in the biggest day of their entire lives fighting for their big share of the, well, $3 million first place spot, 15 million in total.
Last game, saw him a last-minute clutch there. Took home a victory royale. We're going to watch his drop in here as well as everybody else at the top of this board. As we go into these later matches, folks, keep in mind, we're going to try and keep an eye on those
a ver, todos van en las orillas.
to contention. That world
En el centro... Uy, 4 llamas. En el centro casi nadie cae. Todos van como a las orillitas.
One more all the way to the top middle.
Sí.
Getting picked up early are very, very important. A baller for Psalm already at the beginning of the game. It's like he may have been the only one to drop up here.
Es que este vato tiene suerte.
A jug, a proxy grenade launcher.
Tiene una suerte este pibe.
He's only averaging 1 limb per match. You see, but he's in 2nd place. The values so key for placement. He's placed in the top 18 of every match. So we played 4 games. That means he's got placement points in every single match. match so far, Dr. Lupo. It's the big reason why he finds himself in second place. To be that consistent in this lobby, absolutely insane.
Break 25 to get those.
Ok, ya se están peleando aquí.
Oh, Rux fighting out in Westworld, as people do call it, this desert town. Arkham has had a couple games where he's just basically got fried right off the start. Can he turn it around right now? He was top 15 earlier. Doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Rux, who's gotten the better of him a few of these previous games, having it back on him for a moment as that airstrike did come down.
Don't count him out just yet, though. This drop, honestly, one of the loot heaviest in the game. You have a lot of materials as well. A player like this, he gets in a good position, maybe even takes out Rux, doesn't have to fight anybody else down here. He can climb his way out of here with ease.
9 grenades.
Ok, no sé por qué no se tira esos.
He can somehow bait Arkham into a bad
Parece
spot.
que quiere encontrar unos minis o algo.
Could be the thing that swings the tide in this battle. Hasn't thrown the chug
Sí,
splashes
bro, ya
yet.
te
He
recién
was
escuchar.
wondering when he was going to begin to throw them, but there they are. Chug splash is down. Zero limbs still as you'd expect, as he's still looking around for where Arkham could be.
Maybe the hope to save those. We didn't have to necessarily use them just yet. I think anticipation of combat before you know it, or at least the chance of it. Throw those down real quick. 40 HP shield. These two just kind of at a stalemate at the edge of the map, waiting to see if there's an opportunity to make a play. They are outside of the safe zone quite a bit. At some point, the zip lines or even the quad that spawns here might be the key to getting all the way into the safe zone soon. Grenades going out the beam.
Oh, shit, güey, le pegó bien sabroso, güey.
Build up, and he's going to try and take the high ground shots from Rux. No contact just yet. He's going to have to do some damage before you know it. Only 96 HP is not going to necessarily be enough against a player with accuracy like Arkham's.
But he does have the combat shotgun, which is the ultimate tool that's going in the game. Rux still at 96 health, has those grenades in his back pocket. Hasn't thrown any more yet. 15 builds still remaining. A very intense fight for these two. Shot comes through. Down to just 41 HP. Rux versus Arkham. Who can come out on top? Rux still with high ground. Arkham down below. Will he begin to throw these grenades? It doesn't appear so. Only 6 builds left. And remember, with only 2 games remaining in the competition
Ok, el otro también está muy jodido.
This could spell disaster for their final performance. Arkham popping 1 shield. Definitely has a major health advantage, but still, height can make all the difference as he has the combat shotgun, but looks like for now, he's back on up.
I was anticipating if Rux
Es lo más correcto. Gracias por los 6 viewers, amigos.
down at the bottom of that building,
Eso es lo más correcto para irse.
A chance
Sí, se tiene que pirar.
the 50 HP or shield because a siphon. No damage dealt there, so Rux decides to opt his way out.
Ok, King. Ay, King.
35 HP, gonna try and get that med kit off, but he can't quite. Time to fight it out. A little bit of a build battle and see who can take ownership of the walls. King building up yet again. Oh my goodness. The shockwave. He's actually going for it. Are you kidding me?
Mames,
And then he goes down,
cabrón.
and King
¿Qué
back up to
pedo
85
contigo?
HP. What a play.
On the World Cup stage, he just shockwaves to the sky.
Qué win. No, es que le pegó un laser, güey, con la esa.
With 35 HP.
Sí, ya murió Dubs, güey.
35 health? Talk
Tiene
about
la
confidence.
vida.
It's such an insane play that it catches the opponent off guard. Stompy trying to push on in. I believe this is Dubs on the other side of the wall. Stompy gets the wall, gets the elim. Down goes Dubs. And also in the elimination feed, Aqua, our Fortnite World Champion from yesterday, has eliminated Tfue.
Match 5
Aqua mató a Tfue.
Those
Algo
players,
sí
the
escuché.
16 that have already been eliminated, they still have 1 game remaining. But our current leader on the standings, Booga, down in Lucky Landing, gonna make a rotation away. Avoid any damage. At this point, gonna be the most important thing is getting ahead of the game here. As the storm is pressing on in, he's only against 1 other player down here in Lucky. So the opt to rotate out to the west towards the river, probably the best one in the situation. Doesn't want to get challenged. He's got a free rotation up now. Slip is right there. Without realizing it too, he is relatively close to 2 llamas in the south edge of the map.
Wonderful spot, either of them, 1 on his left, 1 on his right. I doubt he will since he's going through the low ground, but Booga, so far, man, 3 out of the 4 games has been fantastic performances. He had 1 where he dropped off early. Remember, he, was eliminated within the first 10 players in the game, but still keeping his lead because of how well he's performed in the other 3 games up to this point. Teak did show some aggression there for a moment, but decides, nope, I'm going to fall on back don't want to take this 1v1 out in the open. Rather go continue to loot on up, earn more materials because, hey, 45 builds, you think, it's a lot, but
Que ese pibe va bien. La verdad va muy bien, yo
since he
pienso.
fell back, he's able to get himself a combat shot.
De match no tanto, pero va bien el loot. Pero bueno, ahorita se va a farmear todo socavón y ya va a tener 500 casi de todo.
And this first zone, very central on the map. No super drastic rotations need to come on through. Here's a replay from earlier on of how Aqua challenged and eliminated Tfue. Tfue goes for
Ok, Aqua está con Tfue.
and Tfue stands no chance, can't
O algo
even
así.
fire a shot. And there's the frustration from Tfue.
No, güey, es que qué pido con Tfue, güey.
One of the biggest names in competitive Fortnite.
Se mató a Aqua a
players of
Tfue.
all time, getting shut down here at the
Tfue está haciendo cosas muy malas, güey.
Yo vi que Aqua, el que ganó el top, el que ganó en dúos, el campeón de dúos quedó en 98. Va en 98 el Aqua, el que ganó en dúos. Solo va en 98, en el lugar 98. Este fue, va en el 94, güey, imagínate.
Lo volvieron a matar a Tfue ahorita. Lo mató el Aqua. Sí, güey. Es que Tfue está haciendo, no sé qué pedo, güey. No está bien, creo, güey. Lo que está haciendo, no, güey, está jugando muy feo, güey. Está haciendo cosas bien feas, güey. Creo que está muy nervioso. O tiene bien mala suerte. O ya está muy enojado, güey. Ya cuando estás enojado, ya enojas bien, güey.
Pone a bailar, güey.
Mongrel va... Mongrel va como en el 15.
Pero si va bueno.
Sí. Aquí en la Argentina va en el 9. Sí. Y ese vato no lo han bajado desde la primera partida, güey. En primera partida sigue estando en primer lugar. En primero, güey. Sí, güey. El chinito de hace rato que hiciste una kill va en segundo, güey.
Le vale pito, güey, está pasando así.
Sí, güey, le vale, güey.
Se ponga a picar, ¿no? Todavía. Muy cool.
Sí, está bien, güey, está de locura.
Porque todos se ponen a cambiar en son los torneos, todos con casitas.
Sí.
Hay un chingo de piedra ahí, güey, que se ponga a picar va a tener la madre de piedra, güey. Los putas dientes, güey, te dan un putero.
¿Se pueden picar los dientes?
Sí, güey.
No sabía, güey.
Te dan un putero de piedra, güey. Del esqueleto de los
No, güey. Qué
como 80
escopetazo le metió, güey.
Depende del diente que está muy...
No, ese pico no ha salido, ¿verdad?
No mames,
Very good question. At some point, that's going to have to come out. Maybe pressure the player off of that campfire.
No, güey, lo dejó muy herido, güey. Sí, pues era lo mejor que puedes hacer, compadre.
These stalemates for taking walls, one of the highest pressure situations, because you're on the verge of a box fight in which your opponent, you
Oye, pegó un escopetazo de 100 y cacho, güey. No, el otro es muy bueno. No, bueno. El otro, güey, porque traía escopeta de la que te baja 20, güey. Si traía una corredera, el otro lo mata, güey, a este, güey.
Ese lo tiene una corredera, güey. Esta madre que le pega ni para 180.
Sí. Este quedó en primero ayer con el otro, con el Aqua. Sí. Pero ahorita van muy mal, güey.
Competitive Fortnite. Storm Surge did pop up, but it went away almost instantly as this lobby has dropped a little bit quicker as things have gone on. Maybe getting more desperate, challenging more early game fights to see if they can get an advantage. Sam, who won our 4th game, using one of these big shields, and look at the inventory right now. Big shields, chug splashes, and I like that a lot. Sam, at first, decides, you know what, let me use this big shield. I'll get the full 50 health out of it. But because his opponent interrupts it, realizes, well, what's the lesser of two evils? That is popping 2 chug splashes, giving myself as much health as possible, and not playing greedy. I like that from Sam, a sign of a veteran player. You got to take what you can get, and that's a perfect example of it right there.
At this point, he's waiting to see if there's an opportunity to sneak a shot through on the surface inside that ramp. He doesn't own it. Every time he does a little bit of damage, he has an opportunity to replace it. He does, in fact, take it. Push on through, get the wall, goes for the edit, but a big shot from the other side, down to 71.
No, güey, la otra tuvo un buen ahí.
He might have to wait, though, that last one. Don't know if he'll have time to use it. Pressure from the player inside. Rotating down, immediately popping the ball out and getting in his baller. Opts to not take that fight, and probably a very good call, seeing as how he took a ton of damage on the inside before he had a chance to move away. 110 total now. The baller's full HP, though.
Here's Riverson. That legendary bolt sniper rifle. 175 total health to take a bit of damage right there. Often set up on the left side of your screen in a metal box where you don't get to be challenging that. Fully built metal. It's just something that when you see it in competitive Fortnite, how little you're basically like, all right, I'm not bothering you. You're set up. I'm not bothering you. Just don't peek out because it's almost impenetrable, it feels like, with how little time you have to shoot and how little ammo you wind up having in these games. Replay from earlier on.
Ahí está el 65, güey, qué pasada. Buena, buena, buena. Buena. Muy buena del otro, güey. Ahí viene el River Sam.
Back over to Riverson as well.
I just have to say, I'm a little surprised that he opted to take the bolt over Shadow Bomb. Looking at late game Fortnite, especially in competitive, oftentimes you see
se le fue la chingada, no,
no opportunity for a snipe. The Shadow Bomb is going to be a mobility he's not going to have. The baller's gone.
No, es una bala el compadre, güey.
I don't know why he didn't take the Shadow Jab.
To be honest, I think Riverson viewed that as, all right, I have this baller. I'm going to play around the baller being
¿Le va a rushear?
well, shadow bombs for this game, and that's not the case. That was what just happened was the worst thing that could have ever occurred for Riverson. His baller's gone. He's got no movement items left, and now he's stuck on this mountain in a box fight.
Just quick note, Epic Whale is currently in 6th position. Riverson in 4th, so this is a battle of the top.
No, my bro. ¿Por qué? Ay, güey. ¿Por qué rushea si su M4 no la tiene recargada, güey? Un pibe que el River lo dejaron en una bala, güey. Pero tenía corredera. Y quiso sacar su fusil y no tenía recargado, güey.
Riverson wins a fight that looked impossible to win, and is now set up on top of the mountain with near max HP.
Real quick look back here, Plug, our current leader. Look at the shots through there. Little shakes the hands off a little bit, blows some steam. As an arrow goes down inside. Very, very accurate player, Booga. See Bizzle, the top left of your screen, one of the more well-known players, like you said, one of the most consistent players, Jack, in all of Fortnite that we've ever seen. With the speed of the builds up here, we're going to try and get a little bit of a higher view. Doesn't want to be stuck down too low in case there's players rotating. Maybe some shots on the baller soon. Pressure being applied on others and ops into that fight as well.
And if you look at where Booga is right now, on your mini-map, the closest player on the west side of that zone, safe, and everyone has to move right towards him. Also, 6 minis, near max builds, 4 shadow bombs, 2 launch pads, a shockwave. Booga, no.
¿Qué deleteada pega ese vato? El que va en primer lugar, ese vato pega unas deleteadas con esa arma. Bien sabrosas.
Leftover collection. Have to do some picking up on the inside. Pretty lucky finds on the inside here. Quite a few materials. Flintlock. He's got to redeploy a ton of minis. Pretty optimal loadout for mid-range, up close, depending on who's pushing him. Positional wise, no launch pads, no shadow bombs. He does have a slip, but as soon as
no, se le tira en el aire. No, bro.
That's gonna be tough. He is getting attacked from literally every angle on the way in. Players from all sides.
No, bro.
He's gonna have to try and push his way through for elimination, or get out of this area.
No, ya está muerto, bro. Ya estás muerto, bro.
Puts the trap down in anticipation of somebody pushing in. and literally cannot keep
Lo gandallaron muy feo, güey.
One of the last players to rotate from outside the zone. Everyone who's set up, including Booga, knows, hey, we just spray anyone. They've got to come this way. They're going to be floating right at us. If the whole lobby
Ok, es que se pega unas deleteadas con esa arma. Que no mames, men. Te cagas.
A little bit of damage to keep them above that threshold. Thankfully for the players in the lobby, only 2 more people need to drop before Surge goes away, so don't think it'll come into play too much.
All I can imagine a situation like that right now is from the Pro-Am, Tim the Tatman getting shot at from multiple sides. And,
yep.
It's just...
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny when...
You were one of them, I think.
Yeah, no, my teammate Sean eliminated him.
Ok, ahí está Clips. Está Clips, Benji, Reverse.
Players stacked up all on the west side of the zone.
Reverse. Ok, nada más. Ah, ok, también está Vivid. Una deletina en el aire. No lo deletieron. No lo deletieron tanto. Ok.
Booga has made it in, but has taken a lot of damage. Will use some minis to get back up to 150. Has made it to the zone. Benji Fishy just below, who's currently top 13 in this game.
Benji Fishy. Mongrel. Está Mongrel.
Build his way up. See if we can spot anybody on the move. This position still very, very good. The edge of the next safe zone. 2 seconds until that pressure starts to apply, and a lot of players you see on the minimap have already started to rotate in. They're making their moves now with shots from Booga and many others as these players are flying in. Community launch pads. We have some shadow bombs used in situations like this, and no shield on that player. Booga right now has a total of 16 elims today. King is in second with 15.
This is all it is. You just get set up in the zone, fire people who have to move from the storm. It's the common enemy. Every player in the lobby. Isa did just go down to class and also saw Vivid drop a couple moments ago. So nothing really from Vivid this game, unfortunately. Booga 1 elim so far. Continue to look on down. Here's the perspective of a trap. Everyone's made it up on the mountain right now. Still some people on the edge. You see the likes of Cease still alive. Clips.
Ok, Mongrel lleva 200 de vida.
Skype, who earlier on took home a game of his own in game 2.
Quick note, by the way, Riversun, who we saw eliminate the 6th place position, has gone down himself in 4th. So he is out of this game. 44 players reversing your feet, going down to Dementos. We are not even
Que va bien, va bien.
Just yet, and we're looking at the 6th to 7th.
Tiene buenos match, tiene decente loot.
Everyone has to move. The people that have the best opportunity to take shots back, they're going to be able to pick up a lot of eliminations. Players going to be on rotation. Things are about to get real tough for a lot of the edit.
So they just wait, hop the ball and roll. Now, I don't think you can hold high ground from this early on. I mean, yes, high ground is good, but this is going to be limited on rotation if you want to make that happen. Black is up top at the moment. Booga, you see him flying on over with the shockwave grenade. Setting up, always getting ahead of the zone as far as possible. Pika there as well.
Take even more shots at players.
Ok. Chato pega unas deleteadas, güey. Chato es un pro.
3 more, so this rotation better be a good one. A chance to get ahead of a lot of people here.
I really do love this. He knows how close he is to placement points, and he's got such a lead right now that unless someone has a monster performance, if he just gets placement points, makes it to the top 25 again, with just 2 games left, that could be really all he needs to secure this World Championship. He got the zone. The zone's going back his way, but Booga goes to edit out, and there's a shotgun
vaga.
down to under 50 HP, frantically trying to pop these minis. The spray coming on through. Can our leader hang on to placement points? Storm Surge activated on some of the remaining players. Booga peeks out again for a shot. Not going to connect yet. 32 players left. Shadow Bomb being used. Can Booga make it to the top 25? 3 more points can be the difference between making it as our #1 player today or 2nd place. Booga still
Buena. Chato es mi pro. Chato es bien. Este vato es bien tryhard.
Players like Booga will opt to build straight up. One more, 26 remaining. If one more goes down, he's going to pick up placement points. Keep an eye on the feed just to see only one elimination remains. There it is, 25. So he's already into the placement points now. It's going to push him even higher on the leaderboard. Everybody left picks those points up too, but as we move, players starting to drop left and right. Sky still sitting on a baller, as well as Fatch, Pika with the ultimate high ground, and Booga right in the middle, right in the thick of it, moving the outside. That's a very smart play.
Tal vez la llegue a ganar tal vez. No lleva tanta vida, pero tal vez ese vato sí la arma chido. Bueno, como todos los que están ahí la arman chido. A ver que este vato. Buena, güey. Pero... Su velocidad de construir, güey, no mames, está bien pasada.
To drop the extra weapons in his inventory. A gold AR, the green pump, 6 minis and a campfire, 42 builds remaining, and he's just looking. 5 players left. He is sitting in one of the best spots I think he could have possibly imagined. Creo picking up an elimination. He's sandwiched between Pika, Piza's, Creo on the ultimate low ground. He's looking any chance to pop through when a player is not looking to get a shot in might be enough.
Still has Matt's one player below. Booga just staying ahead of this. Has only taken one score tick so far. Player up top fighting, player down low fighting. Can Booga?
No, amigo, cuidado, cuidado.
Dodges the trap as well, taking a little bit of storm damage. Booga's got to make it out. One build left, drops Booga. No.
Buena.
It's all good. He's done what he needs to do. He knows how important that
Pika.
we're in our top 3. Pika up top. Following him earlier on today. Pieces and Creo all the way down
Okay, Pika si juega Tormenta gana él.
Pika's inventory, it's going to be tough. He's going to have to drop in and go for a fight. Cannot connect. Pizzas finds that elimination. Creo gets
Let's go.
Game 5 goes to Creo.
Se la lleva Creo.
I think he can believe it. I don't know if anyone caught it at home, but what he does right there is Flint knocks the opponent, hits him for that body damage, and then shoots him into the zone. Great game for Creo right there, and you see repping his team. Woo, clutching on up in the end. Here it is, the final moments. The zone closing a fully closed zone. Creo's got to build on up. You see, health advantage was to Pizzas. Pizzas would win that game, but a full damage Flint knock connects and swings the tide in his favor. Here it is one more time.
Güey, es que no mames, buenarda.
Sends him into the zone and wins the game. From Creo as he takes game 5, the victory royale, 10 points plus his eliminations.
Huge game there, and Jack.
GG, güey. Lo resumbó con la de mecha.
We still have one more game here at the Fortnite World
Gracias por los 5 viewers, amigos.
I don't see any way that Booga's falling out of first with that performance. He absolutely popped off. We're about to take a look at our standings, but Booga may just be in a position where all he needs to do is find 1 or 2 points. And
Okay, King ya bajó un puesto.
Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, Booga sits atop his throne, far and away, in first place.
No creo que nadie le va a sellar primero. El Fato ya se la lleva.
The most eliminations, tied for the most victory royales, by far the most points. Booga has put on a show and is nearing the title of Fortnite World Champion.
Okay, ahí está Pika.
Remainder of your top 20 there. 17 points. That's what you need to break into the top 20, Jack. Yep. But even then, you're still 30 points away from first place.
You need a 20-plus elim game with a victory royale and 0 for Booga. Good luck, have fun, but we do have Jordan Fisher on the floor, one of our members of that last game.
playing health right there at the very end in such a high caliber game. Again, another stacked lobby right here at the end. Yo, hoping for some lucky health ticks in your favor, and that happened. Thank God for the best reaction for the wins so far today, in my opinion. Where's your headspace at going into this last game?
Right now, I'm on third. I just need to clutch up, make sure that I don't make any dumb plays. I just keep calm and keep how I've been playing.
Well, it's great work. Fantastic job. Great victory royale. Back up to you guys.
Great to hear from Creo right there as he takes game number 5, the nerves in those final moments. You saw the celebration. I think he even almost couldn't believe how it all ended on up. But victory royale, you know the difference between 21st and 20th is over $60,000. And a win like that, with how close the standings are, could make the difference between earning $50,000, which is still great, but $112,000, which is to follow. But we're not quite ready for Game 6 yet. We do have Balla over on Unreal Island with some analysis of Game 5.
Guys, I do have that, and what a performance here from Bugha today. Every single game almost placing consistently in the points and finding himself some eliminations as well. Only falling in that second game early on. We're going to take a look at some of the eliminations that led him to a top 5 finish here. Bugha, first off, breaking the baller on the side of zone, making sure that he knows exactly who's moving in. Why is he moving in with the baller inside of the zone, inside of the center? And then as well, getting an elimination here onto Kalusha. Absolutely amazing job by Bugha there. He actually got into top 5, so an amazing finish. He's got 2 points from that, plus all the other performances, other placements in that match. We've got only 1 match remaining. Just like you guys said, it has to be a big one for somebody to overtake Bugha at this point. So Lupo, Courage, please close us out.
Thank you, Balla. As you know, so much on the line here this weekend of the Fortnite World Cup, but it is not the only thing that people are excited about with Fortnite right now, Dr. Lupo. There's always so much going on, and I'm sure a lot of people in this sold-out arena know this week it's time for a new season, and yes, indeed. You guys want to see the first tease for the new season of Fortnite? I guess we should show it to him. I have not seen this before. Oh! All that Epic told us is think back, August 1st, 2019, the next season of Fortnite. Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is, Dr. Lupo?
CD in the third, I bet, is going nuts right now. Jack, Dusty Depot.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys excited for the next Fortnite season?
Fortnite 10. ¿Será la temporada 10?
August 1st, all will be revealed. And my God, I got the chills right now. That's the first time we saw that. They didn't show us anything.
It is.
Oh my goodness, you see how excited everyone is. And we are moments away from the final game. Everything that's happened. You see the leaderboards, you see how far it is. You're Bugha, you're up by so much. What's the rest of this lobby thinking right now?
It might at this point be a battle for second place, Jack. Such a lead right now. Bugha showing why he feels as though he deserves world champion. And at this point, I mean, you can't really blame him. He's playing out of his mind, playing incredibly intelligently. Positioning is key, and he's going for placement every single time. He's showing why he's on top of the leaderboard.
I can't believe he is so far and away the best. It has been something that I think a lot of people expected him to do well, but this well, anyone to perform this well, be this far ahead, unbelievable in a stacked lobby like this. Folks, use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Tell us your thoughts on the teaser we just saw, on what you're expecting from these final games, on your thoughts overall on the World Cup. It has been such a blast to me at this point. I cannot believe the road from where we started to here. These online qualifiers, everyone coming on in, the big names, the teams getting involved. Fortnite Cup competitive is at a fantastic point.
Bueno, solo falta el último match y ya, amigos, se acaba todo esto.
Absolutely incredible.
Vamos a ver cómo queda King.
Getting ready for their final match of the day. 6 games total, the end of this next and final match. We will find out who the Fortnite World Champion in the solos competition is. if you're online, make sure you give some shout outs to those that you think can climb the board. It is still anybody's game. We've seen crazy comebacks before, and it would not surprise me to see it again. Jack, going into this last match.
Yes.
The nerves for some of these players probably at an all-time high.
Yes.
You have to realize there's going to be more after this, though.
Oh,
there's got to be more after this, Jack.
Yeah, this is not by any means. Yes, it's
Ahí está hasta TCM.
in Fortnite competitive history, but there is still
Sí, salió aquí. Sí, güey. Y estas dos tiros ahí como que todo bien. Reparado. Primer taser. Vamos amigos, vamos a ver quién gana. Va a ganar el primero el vato. No, ya no, güey. El vato la armó desde la primera partida, güey.
I saw how excited everyone was outside at the fan events too. It's been so cool. I've been a part of so many competitive gaming events at this point. This might be my favorite. This might be my favorite. I'm saying it right now.
Yo quiero jugar.
It is. I mean, it might just be. That's all I know. I can go around, see everyone just excited, flowing back on in.
¿Para la qué?
Breaks, waiting for this last game. We appreciate your patience as
Para la Nasher.
want to make sure everything's all set and good to go.
La Nasher, me faltan como 6.
Venue, don't just rush on out to get home and go back outside of the fan experience.
Ahorita las hago, güey. No salgo en un día.
Champion want to be here for that big moment. Congratulate them. Celebrate the achievement. The trophy. How are they going to get that trophy from players? Because
Jack, I'll give you $20 if you charge down there and grab that.
Bueno, a mí no me importan, güey. A mí me da igual. Ni lo voy a jugar, güey. ¿Cuántas te faltan a ti?
Look at these lobbies we played on these setups the other day. You know, you can't really creative. You can just sit there. So you're looking at the leaderboards, and we're used to in-game tournaments, right? Where you can go and see the prize.
Porque me voy a bañar.
Split works. The solo and duos you see there on the screen. The solos, you know, competition is there. You click compete, and the prize pool pops up in game at $3 million for first. And it, like, that's where it first set into me that we were actually at the World Cup final.
Yeah. When it's right there on the screen in front of you, it's real. Two of the fan favorites, Dubs and Mega, on your screen right now. And I gotta love that kid's hair.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have hair like that. There's Issa, who I know has quite the loyal following online. So many people were excited to see him perform this weekend. So much pressure for these guys. Look at the fans around the venue.
Ahí está Rubio, ¿ya viste?
These games to continue. I think the skins in the background.
Está Rubiales, güey.
Battling with the Thunder Six that provided some of our fans in the venue today. Creo again, our winner from that last game. The thoughts going through his head right now must be, I've got to rise this leaderboard. I've got to get as high as possible. Reverse, recently announced as a member of TSM. Always seems like something's going on in Fortnite competitive. Now I think a lot of people wondering too, what's next to come, right? Is it more solos and duos? Is there going to be more of a focus on trios? I know a lot of people have been looking forward to that. Do teams now switch up after seeing this performance? Do you think teams begin to switch up if they're going to play trios on who they should have in on their squad?
One of the things I noticed watching the few trio tournaments that we've seen over the last couple weekends, teams really have kind of mixed who they typically play with. That being said, one of the things I love the most about watching those is that the groups, it's always changing.
Pobrecito Tifu, güey.
That exemplifies just how connected
Que
the
Tifu.
competitive community really is. A lot of these players, they're all friends. Yeah, we see, Skeptic holding up the L of the camera, which is very funny, and people doing emotes on each other after elimination in game. But at the end of the day, there's really kind of no bad blood between anybody because they all recognize they're all here for the same thing. It's a competition. On top of that, it probably doesn't hurt that they all take home $50,000 at a minimum, right? Every single player. So yeah, that definitely can't hurt. But real quick, before we move on, Jack, I just want to ask, did you ever think that any of these players, the list of names, do you think we'd see these players?
Ya falta el último match, amigos.
Grow and change over 10 weeks of qualifiers. We saw people kind of rise up out of nowhere sometimes. And the other side of that, we have players like Tifu, who've been well known for forever. It's amazing to see the list.
No, for sure. There's players that I think a lot of people expected to make it in, but didn't. All I know is there's been one player who's dominated so far today. It's Booga, and Sundown is over on Unreal Island with a breakdown of how he made it to this point.
Thank you so much, Lupo and Courage. And with one match left in the Fortnite World Cup final, one match to put everything on the line, the Sentinels player, Booga, has dominated the entire competition. He said from the very beginning, I don't care what's going on. I'm going to do me. I'm going to challenge every single player. I'm going to play aggressively. I'm going to look to get in their faces, get in the end game. The player who qualified from the start made a name for himself after the host and continuing running through. Let's take a look into some of his eliminations and how he's been able to build himself a 15-point lead over the best of the best in the world, and he's doing it by intelligent rotation, getting to the far side of the zone, and then hitting his shots. Kid, Booga says,
muy bueno ese
the rest
vato.
of the lobby on. I'm looking to go aggressive. We talked about King and his shoot first mentality, but the difference between King and Booga is Booga chooses his spots when to go. He knows when he needs to hold off, when he needs to be safe for a second, and when he can go aggressive. You see him stall just for a minute there against Creo, who's pushing into the
Let's
top
go.
3, and he is able to execute the game plan, come up with the victory royale, and keep pushing forward. Now again, you know, right now, he has 0 elims, able to pick up one right there, but he's chasing back into the
Ese vato en todas las partidas hizo algo, güey. Se rifó muy bien.
Picking up Kinzel, breaking the trap, and this one in particular, incredibly well done. With the infantry rifle, laying down the shots, able to pick that one up. And you know, the one thing I really like to see about Booga afterward, every single time he hits those shots, real quick, he's just making sure he gets everything clean. No sweat going on him, no sweat indeed, because he is sweating out the rest of the lobby. If you see Sentinels Booga running at you, you need to be defensive or disengage, because he is not letting it go. He wants the top spot. He wants to be your wire-to-wire leader, and he wants to name himself the best Fortnite player in the world. One more match left. Lupo and Courage, take it away. Close us out.
Great stuff, Sundown. Gotta tell a story of how our player in first place has made it this far. Again, we appreciate your patience as we just get
Ok, ya va a empezar, amigo, ya va a empezar.
But I believe I've received word. Everything is set. It all comes down to this.
Ok, ya va a empezar. Vamos, King.
Online. Only 2 Fortnite World Cup Finals, and this is the
Ok, ahora sí, amigo, ya empieza lo bueno.
The battle bus has launched one more time. The
Vamos, let's go.
World Cup Finals ends right here.
Ok, it's Among Us.
All 100 players on your screen there, Jack. Booga sitting out in front of everyone thus far. A commanding lead. Rio, the winner of the previous game, flying there in the northeast corner of the map. Spread of players across the screen. There's your top 10 on the left side. Booga, Song, Creo, Skype, Nate, Riverson, Rux, and the rest. Average placement thus far of 25th. Creo only 8 eliminations, but 30 points.
Ok.
Enough to put him in 3rd place thus far.
Remember too, yesterday, Zayt and Saf held on to the lead the first 5 games, and it slipped away in game 6. Booga has been in the lead all 5 games. He has never lost the first place spot. Will he suffer the same fate, or can he close it out right here to remain our Fortnite World Champion?
Ese pibe se la lleva.
Hails from Pennsylvania, 16-year-old player. Sentinels qualified the very first week of the World Cup.
So he just got his first part-time job to try to start earning money to buy himself a car. But instead, after this, could walk away with $3 million. Dude's gonna walk on in and say, I quit.
Can't wait for him to get home.
Ok, ya están peleando aquí. Ese pibe está súper jodido.
Yeah, right. He'll just pay his
Jodidísimo.
Cease currently set up. Not many builds.
Ok, mejor se pira.
Cease knows that as well. You look at what he has. A common infantry rifle, 25 shots, and a drum gun.
Ok.
One of the first four to go down
Dejó
in
una
this
bala, amigos,
match
una bala.
is Skype, who was in 4th place.
Wow, so
A
little bit
very
of pressure
tough.
already gone from that top
El
spot.
shotgun.
Si ya matamos a este, mira quién lo mató. El de acá lo mató.
Chug splashes. If I do as he throws them down, get to see all the players surrounded outside the sunny steps side of the map.
Mira, vino uno malo y mira que dónde se va a caer.
We'll get some out of the
Mira, Eddie.
but counts. The farther stone
Ok.
is Moffat and Zayt.
Aquí creo que se van a pelear. Sí. No, 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 no.
Just kind of building, walling against any pressure from Zayt. Doesn't want to get caught on rotation.
Mejor se pira.
Interesting loadout, that gold combat very early. That's a very solid pickup to start this match. Single shockwave remaining. Legendary grenade launcher. Drum gun in hand as well.
I mean, talk about a great starting inventory. To swap on over. Blaster in a fight. Side pressure plan. Player nearby, only at 73 HP, but again, when you're in this far into the tournament, you kind of get to a point where you just got to go for it. You got to just force an engagement. You got to get the points up.
Buena, qué escopetazo le metió.
Not able to get it done as of yet. Blaster still healing up. We'll have bandages to get back up to, I think, 75 HP.
Feed it looked like Tfue picking up an elimination. Let's see here how things play out. 90 players remaining. The first circle starts to close in 50 seconds. Bandaging on the egg. Blaster just hanging out here. That player down below. Going to see if he can take shots here in a second. T-Chub's going to roll all the way down. Looks like no engagement going to happen here.
Okay.
Yarko, Sledwicki, two
Le dejo una
players
bala.
that faced off against each other a number of times. Going to go for the wall. And in fact,
Buena.
it gets the angle inside.
Buena.
It pushes on through. A solid aggressive play.
Amazing.
Sledwicki pick up his first elimination of Game 6.
Very clean, and that will end Yarko's Fortnite World Cup run. Solid performance earlier on. We'll see where he stacks up with the rest of this lobby when it's all said and done. Reminder, this is our final game here tonight. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get it trending, just like yesterday. Alongside the
Este pibe tiene un loot de mierda.
as well, near the top of the leaderboards. What can he do in this last game? Can he make the trek to try to catch up to Booga, who was 15 points ahead in first?
Ok, ahí está Pica.
1v1. And angled down through a handful of edits here at Mega Mall. He's going to push around the side and try and make his way inside Mall itself. Pika earned 12 of his total points in just the last match, and I think that says a lot about what is possible.
No le salió, pero...
In 11th place when we rolled into this game. Pika trying to find a way inside, pushing down through the
What?
outside.
Buena, 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 buena.
Wall replace, are you kidding me? Used the shockwave to get down the wall.
Muy buena, güey, de Pica.
Smacking out with it.
Ok, a mi frente está Kingstar.
He basically called the bluff. He called the bluff. The guy was trying to break the wall to secure it for his own. Pika was like, okay, break the wall for me. I'll just replace it my own. And he does just that. Pika, full HP, 2 slurp juices, 6 minis, a very good assault rifle, the shotgun, but it looks like the
Ok, está ahí enfrente. Edita.
instantly broken. Pyramid's placed as well. And he can just continue to play these box fights. Really use the shockwave to try to drop down his opponent again. Said it once. I'm surprised we've used that same tactic here soon.
At this point, 100 HP, 100 shield. I do not blame him for being aggressive here. Knowing that players
Ok,
may
se
be
pira Kingstar.
a little sparse in terms of loot. He's trying to track Keemstar on the outside, rotating around the edge of Mega Mall. These two players going to end up on top of each other before you know it. Oh my gosh. Floor loot.
Okay.
A heavy sniper rifle.
That's and another slurp. Okay.
He's
It's like
looking
that,
for it.
It's like Batman.
See him watching.
He's waiting.
Qué buena,
To
güey.
try and track down the opponent underneath. Opts to back out of the fight for just a second. Get a different angle. Pika's awareness inside Mega Mall is insane. knowing exactly where his opponents are and exactly when to push. Already picked him one elimination using those skills. Gonna see if he can find a second player in the slip. Going for the snipe. Oh, and he can't quite connect.
Imagine what would have happened in this arena if he hits that shot. He taps after it. And he taps after it. He's like, all right, this is mine. See you guys. Good rating player in the Mega Ball area. Pika just going to go back, loot on up. You know, another slurp still inside, so Pika knows if he gets in a fight, he can get the elimination. Even if he's weak, he can pop a slurp, go grab another. Don't think that's going to happen yet.
Ok, aquí está Benji.
There's Booga on your screen, Core Gaming and Benji Fishy. Within a couple boxes of each other, maybe a fight will break out.
Benji, Booga y Snow.
Top right as well. Now the baller.
Aquí se va a poner sabroso.
Quite a bit, a ton of damage taken. Meanwhile, back at that small town in the southeast corner of the map, Banny, Arkram, back in a 1v1. Most likely, honestly, round 6 of these two facing off the beginning of these games. 73 players left, the Storm right on their backs.
Ok, ya.
Start moving here in a middle battle.
Se va a poner otra vez la pelea.
Now he phased through the floor. Could have opted to go up. Misses.
Se pegó un escopetazo.
A little bit of damage. Down to 140. Gonna opt for a mini. Even just the 10 shield might be enough to save him from Arkram. We'll have to see here. Pressure the stink. He's trying to find a top down and kind of lead the shots on what may or may not be a build out from Arkram. Right through it. Arkram dropping all the way down the campfire.
Otra pestosa.
Drop that on one corner in an effort to
Oh,
push Arkram out of the
shit.
box. Unbelievably, honestly, what a shot from Arkram, the bottom there. A quick edit on the ceiling, shot comes through.
Health very similar between the two. Slight advantage to Arkram right now.
Have to imagine that almost every 1v1 between these two has played out so complexly. If we're watching this right now, I guarantee you this is not the first time we've seen it. What a shot.
Buena.
Flip and edit on the ramp.
It's cat and mouse. It's literally cat and mouse in this fight.
This is one of the most insane 1v1s I think I've ever seen.
No, ya está jodidísimo.
He's gonna have to back all the way to the top. Maybe the campfire down. Just a second gets dropped in. Gonna have to wall against that. The ramp to save him. One chance for the minis. He's gonna wall off. Still back and forth between these two titans. The campfire goes down. As soon as that wall edit happens, the ramp inside just to prevent any push from the opponent. Arkram finding another angle.
No, amigos, eso se pone bien interesante.
HP back to Banny. Shot through, can't quite connect. Here we go, pressure up top, and gosh, the pyramid block.
Buena.
The Storm
Se la lleva.
deciding it's time to play the fight out, and Banny goes down.
Hey, great fight though, man.
That was
went
insane.
on. That went on for a full 2 minutes. I love that we got to keep our eyes on that.
Ok, aquí está
Moving
Pika.
across the map now, it's Pika. We were complimenting so much on how easily he can move through these boxes in Mega Mall, how he can navigate these areas, and it looks like that same exact pattern is continuing. It's Flexi, who's at a major health disadvantage, but as I say that, does hit a quick little shotgun shot that I think will push Pika away for a moment or make him reassess what he's doing. Maybe a misclick. It looked like he didn't really mean to do that.
Actually, Pika gonna have to try and take some sort of aggressive stance soon. A minute on this Storm before it closes, and he's not in the next safe zone. Rogue Shark on your feet, picking up an Elim. We're down to 68 players remaining. Outside of that 70 range, before the Storm starts to tick on you.
Pika, no wall in place yet.
He's just trying every chance he can to take
tactic.
these walls. This is the speed of these players. This is some insane stuff. This is why they're here at the World Cup. Can't quite hit the shot. He did a reset, took the other corner out, just as the opponent inside takes a shot with the shotgun. Can't quite connect. Still going for these wall reversals. Big hit there, down to 16 HP.
No, amigo.
He's got 2 total builds, so with the zone pushing as well, this looks like it's got to be a Shadow Bomb play. Pika is actually going to dive into the zone to make his path a little bit less predictable. Will take the long route. 10 health, he's got a launch pad. I'm going to tell you right now, Pika is not happy. Yeah, you see him kind of sigh right there. Uses both Shadow Bombs. Uses all the materials he has. Literally can only build one wall, can't even box up for safety. Uses one of his launch pads to
No tiene más.
not a fun spot to be in. Pika, look, still can't even build one box.
Does have the minis. He's got a campfire in case he wants to put it down.
Porque Tifu ya lleva 2 kills. Y va bien de loot, va bien de loot. Bueno, no tiene escopeta.
This is the box to push. Meanwhile, Tifu, Dusty Divot
Buena.
flying across, landing near more opponent builds potentially. Back down, shots at the target he was right next to. He's in this box alone. You see in the mini-map, only a handful of players around Dusty Divot. Clicks, reverse, Bizzle you see in the top.
Sí, reverse.
Pretty far out there.
And Clicks is actually, one of his trio partners. Previous trio cup that happened. They're fighting each other right now. TV trying to make his way out of here. Still not in zone yet. Really used his launch pad. He did use his last shockwave as well. There is some loot nearby, but player challenging. Tifu's going to back up for the moment and rebox. Oh yeah, we got a fight here. Tifu, 1 versus 1. Is it Clicks? Not exactly sure.
Tifu no tiene escopeta, güey.
It is Clicks on the other side of this wall. So Tifu versus Clicks.
Vamos, pilla la escopeta. Buena.
Moment, it looks like there's another player nearby as Clicks will just say, nope, don't need this anymore, we'll fly away. Karhu goes down in the elimination feed. Cease goes down in the elimination feed. 63 players left. No Storm Surge in this one yet.
Está
elimination. It's first of this
el
match.
Buga.
Just another point between him and second place.
Man. Consistency so key, and Vuga has embodied that today. Only 1 bad game. The rest have been absolutely electric. Vuga's just sat up with the high ground in the zone, waiting patiently for this lobby to drop on down. Snazy now 1 box away from an opponent.
He visto aquí, tal vez lo mataron.
Needs to perfectly edit one of these walls and get a shot down range. You see his opponent not sitting still for any moment.
Bueno.
Expects him to drop it, and that's exactly what happens. He's finding the patterns and how his opponent likes to play these box fights. But still with no healing and his opponent jumping back up, you got to think some shields will be replenished and Snazy will be at even more of a health disadvantage.
Tries to go for the reset on the floor.
No shields pop.
Go. Catches himself. He's going to hold the edit on this pyramid. He's looking for a chance to push Martine. If one arises, we'll have to see. Snazy's hope may be to catch him off guard. There we go. Here's the Shadow Bomb. Going to rotate up and away. Use that redeploy and try and make his way into the safe zone. Only 54 HP. He's not quite safe yet, but now it's the chance to look to the right.
Vámonos. Cuidado, compadre, cuidado. ¿Por qué?
Shark sets the trap and gets him. Tough play there. Clicks. Meanwhile, 1 elimination, 62 builds. Sit on 2 Shadow Bombs. See here, the very north edge. He's underneath the plateau of Dusty Divot. Reverse down there as well. Tifu on the edge. Astonish, Smeef, Zate. So many players stacked up near each other. And oftentimes you do see players utilizing the already built structures for easy wall replaces. No surprise. Popped up next to him.
Inventory looks great. He just doesn't have a lot of ammo.
Imagine he picks up 1 elim on someone who is can kind of fill those numbers up. It'd be a great spot for late game. 7 RPG, still very, very good. 69 total builds on the 60 now. 56 players remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the solo competition here at the Fortnite World Cup. It literally all comes down to this.
5 players will become millionaires.
Que Tifu ya lleva 3 kills.
Tifu just picked up his 3rd elim. Still has a launch pad, some great loot on the player that they just took down. But he doesn't have his own again. He does have 2 launch pads. He wants to make sure he makes those placement points, and there it comes. Launch pad used, will Tifu get beamed? Right, this is one of those moments where you're just thinking, Ben.
Hablando lo de le tienen en el aire.
Looks like he'll make it out through one scheme.
Literally flying past the windows of opponents. Going to land on top of the second structure. Somebody underneath. Start layering up. 86 builds. Still has another launch pad. Has a boogie just in case. Maybe.
Okay, saldops. A ver, nuevo kill.
Jump in the ball and roll away. You're in a clutch situation. The boogie bomb can give you an opportunity for a free shotgun shot on someone that may be unsuspecting. The loadout here. Look at this. 2 campfires. 10 redeploys. 2 shockwaves. 6 minis, but no medium ammo, Jack.
crazy note with Bugha. When the Fortnite World Cup qualifier started, Bugha qualified in League 1, in NA, in first place. From the moment Fortnite World Cup started, he finished atop the North America region.
Okay, veo King,
and
veo
now
King.
in another spot again where it can happen, and he's just dancing up top. He knows really this is his to take unless someone has legitimately the best performance ever in the history of a Fortnite competitive game. Bugha should be our Fortnite World Champion. Tfue and Benji Fishy fighting on the bottom right of your screen. Sam, who's trying to contest and take that throne. This was replay, did get his first win of this game, and you see the fist bump right there. That was Clicks who gets cut down.
At this point, 51 players remaining. This lobby is going to get very, very tight. Going into this match, Psalm was 2 points ahead of third place, but 15 points behind first.
Talk about a lead as we've just now hit our top 50 in this game. Arkram goes down. Psalm, one elimination. Can he close the gap? If you think about it right now, he's still 15 behind, Ben. Bugha's still in this game. What he needs right now, Bugha to go down, and he needs 5 more limbs and a victory royale, but no! No! Psalm gets caught off guard. It's a seed, and as that happens, Bugha gets a limb. The pieces are falling into place, and Bugha's about to call checkmate.
Tfue on your screen here. Re-elimination.
Tfue.
Still has the launch pad, sitting on a pretty similar loadout. Not a lot has changed as he's waiting, biding his time, looking for eliminations up above the rest, though. Bugha.
Yo voy por Tfue. Tfue y King, ojalá la ganen esa partida.
He's had height, he hasn't had a move in 5 minutes. He's sitting so pretty. Here's that a limb that we missed when Psalm got taken out. And
Madre.
Look at him laugh. Look at him absolutely laugh. Quick one tap on Storm on the move.
It's a gift. Is it his birthday? That's about as free as it gets.
Bugha
¿Será King?
the luckiest player with zone placement I think we've ever seen in a competitive Fortnite match. Sitting atop his tower, a castle of metal, unthreatened.
And he built it with metal earlier, and he just kind of hoped it would work out this way, and it did. He's been sat here for so long. It basically sums up the leaderboard. This is the leaderboard in the game itself. Bugha on top, nobody nearby, no threats, nothing. Now with the zone moving, everyone soaring, and this is where it picks up quick, folks. The final moments of the Fortnite World Cup. We're watching Bugha. Oh, please. Oh, imagine.
Picking up a pair in the feed there. Fledermoys and Dubs both go down. 32 very good eliminations there. 38 players remaining. Top 25 is when placement starts to come in, and Bugha is looking for shots on everybody flying around. Still has that high ground advantage. Peasus and others looking to try and contest it. Benji Fishy moving up as well. Ballers still rotating on the low ground. Tfue
¿Qué sigue? Tfue? Oh shit.
a lot of damage coming in. Only 1 minute in the inventory.
Oye, no tiene tantos más.
Builds remaining. A tough spot for Tfue.
He's so close to placement, but can he survive? King with elimination.
Ok. Ahí.
Continuing to drop.
Ok, un pibe.
Takamura, Zayt picking up multiple eliminations. 30 players remaining. 29 to get closer and closer.
No,
Tfue goes
Tfue.
down. Tfue eliminated in the box. Kurtz picks that one up.
That will end Tfue's Fortnite World Cup. Zayt drops off high ground for the moment. Bugha's still alive in this game in the bottom right of your screen. Still a max HP. He's made it in the top 25. At this point, it's basically a victory lap. Yeah, he's getting beamed down.
Ok, sigue vivo King, sigue vivo King.
He'll drop on in.
Mierda, ya lo mataron.
King on the top right had 6 limbs. The guy's an absolute brawler. The 13-year-old should be so proud of how he played today. Lol Boom up top. Crew, the double qualified player as well.
Picking up another elimination. Takamura goes down.
Bugha now into your top 20. Mongrel, your Fortnite World Cup is over. Vivid's still alive in this game. It's Crew with 4 limbs atop our leaderboard right now. Has most limbs of who's still alive. Bugha there as well. Has all the ammo in the world, not a lot of materials. Let's see how he weasels his way out of this one.
Ball Boom, the ultimate high ground. T-Chef going for a challenge up top. Does in fact take it over. Meanwhile, Bugha box fight for his life. A little back and forth here. He's waiting to see if this player rotates out. There it is, a big shot. Another elimination.
And he's got near max material. He's gonna trap the ball. Oh, the ball escapes. The absolute seeds right now. Booga's still moving through, and at this point, it's a sign of respect. We've got to watch this man continue to dominate. A statement is being made. Dr. Lupo at the end of this game, he'll most likely be crowned the best Fortnite player in the world.
I've never seen anybody play in a competitive Fortnite match with a smile on his face like this kid right now, but he is absolutely dominating every single player he's run into thus far. Looking for a shot here, quick couple of edits, rotating back away, pressure from above, and he's immediately going to wall that off. The kid's
top 10.
The roof.
He's smiling. He knows it. He knows it.
Absolutely ridiculous.
9 players left. Unrelenting is Booga. Hasn't dropped out of first since today started. There's all the remaining players. Running low on materials, but he still wants more. 4 limbs in this game. Box it up for a moment. Pyramid comes through. Booga still alive. Shots going down. Can't connect with that one. 1 build left. The final moments of Fortnite World Cup.
Oh my gosh.
Bow down.
Surprise.
Bow down to Booga.
Doesn't even matter. 4 players, 3 players remaining. It's a fight out for the victory royale in Game 6.
2 left.
1v1. Crew still in it. T-Chubb as well, back and forth. And it might come down to a heel-off. T-Chubb dropping down those campfires. We'll see here. Crew following it all the way in, and T-Chubb goes down.
Crew.
The victory royale.
Crew with 7 eliminations and the victory royale. The monster performance at the end of it. That could have just secured him hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even over $1 million by just that game right there with how he does. But ladies and gentlemen, there's no way anyone beats him. Your Fortnite World Champion, Booga!
Sí, se lleva Booga. Güey, es que el vato siempre se llevaba un chingo de kills, güey, todas las partidas. GG pa' Booga. Es muy pro el vato.
And taught him a darn lesson.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your Fortnite World Champion solo winner.
There's his family looking on. Hey, get double chicken. get the extra meat, do the whole thing. He's buying, I'm gonna tell you right now. And there's the dance. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna bet his dad if he's got moves like that. And that's what it's all about. Booga hasn't moved, as we'll probably need security to get him to leave this arena. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for Booga, your new Fortnite World Champion. We have casted every single major Fortnite event up to this point, Dr. Lupo. I have never, ever seen a performance come close to that. So far and away, the winner that literally, them backstage didn't even have to calculate it. It was done.
Immediate. Normally, folks, we do have to wait a minute. Need to triple check. They went right to it. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Insane.
Out of the gate. The trophy presentation, by the way, is coming up very, very soon. But Jack, Booga from game